shame on it.
Still trying to hide.
What time is it? Game time.
And welcome to
Hey.
Game 7, everybody.
Okay, everybody bopping in here.
I'm white. I don't have moves.
Weak. I'm weak. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Game 7 podcast. I am your host, as usual, Dinero, with Santana the Great, Jason, FPH, Tabitha today joining us. And how you say your damn name?
Key.
All right, we can go with Key then, because I didn't call you all kind of K names in the past week, but I swear to God, you was just missing night. But so just to bring, what up, T? So per usual, if you're following this, if you're watching this, share it to your group, share it to your page, share it with your friends, tag them in it. Let's get to discussing it. Last week we discussed men's mental health, basically relationships, the do's and don'ts, and for the first time, I don't really recall. We just tried to give a perspective of what we feel, what we go through, and kill a couple stereotypes or, conversations that was out there. In the interim, somebody felt a few people felt as though we were creating or doing a women bashing bitter nigga podcast. And that's fine if you feel that way. What they say, a hit dog will holler if you feel that way. Yeah,
Fighting words already.
I'm just saying, I said it a few times then. If the shoe fits, wear it. But before we get started, I'm not gonna mention any names. I don't really know. Well, first of all, how y'all doing?
Great.
Good.
Everybody?
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Day before going back to work.
Right.
Day before going back to work. Okay. Jay, how you doing?
Man,
My brother. Nice gear.
You
know
say
what I'm
what?
saying? That's some nice gear you got on there.
I try to stay active, fashion for the stoned active,
Santana?
Yeah, I'm gravy, man. Great weekend. Quiet cigars, Bill. I'm chilling.
Cigar life. Made some jerk chicken this weekend. You know what I mean? I see you over there. But yeah, so before we get into last week's recap and everything like that, I don't really know the rapper. I'm not gonna name the rappers. It just don't feel right to name the rapper. But Chicago lost another rapper, and I'm really only bringing this up for two reasons. The first. Oh, what's up, CJ? What's up, Sean? T, what up? So listen, I'm only bringing this up for one reason, and two reasons, and that's one. I've previously said a few times the power of the tongue, and be careful the energy that you put out there. I don't really need to continue to go into the same thing that I've been saying before. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I know some people feel some kind of way, but let's be honest. Like, be careful of the energy and the shit that you put out there. It's hard to run away from a scenario or basically your own energy, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got to really be careful. There's some people out there that really want to take your life or really want to see you fail or really don't miserable period in any capacity. And they'll take any of their happiness away from you in the blink of an eye. Second reason is I find it opportune to kind of point out this is the reason. This is also the reason why little bitty successes and little things that guys like us, women like us. I'm not a woman, but women like them. You got to kind of pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself sometimes, man, on accomplishments and shit like that, man. From where we from, obviously, it's hard to make it. The boy was 26. It's hard to make it past 26. I'm 36. Just let that shit sink in for a minute. Like, these rappers, and there's a lot of them, it's a trend, especially in our city or whatever, but even if you want to get bigger with the Nipseys and, you know, stuff like that, you have to really get out here and pat yourself on the back and, you know, kind of congratulate yourself. Take them little victories, man. I'm talking little victories, even a little one, just every day, everything, every morning, right? So that being said, rest in peace to anybody that lost their life, and condolences to the family.
Yep,
So now, without further ado, last week, hold on, we got another visitor. Let me. ReRe,
Hey.
welcome. I'm gonna turn it over to y'all in a second, of course. I'm gonna turn it over to y'all in a second. Fellas, y'all got anything, man, before they get to recapping?
Nah, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start it off by saying to anybody that was watching it, that watched it, yeah, the truth feels like you're getting attacked when you don't want to make change, man, and that's just the facts, man. If you can't deal with, you're never in a position to tell someone else how to feel or how to react to you or your energy. That being said, it's just our opinion. It's just what we know, and it's just the people, the men in the comments and everything like that. You know, what we go through, what we see, how we feel, and surprisingly, I didn't see a lot of backlash. Team WAP. All right, man. So we starting it off with that already.
Early game, just wait.
All right. Well, listen, since it's WAP, I'm going to turn it over. And all I'm going to say before I turn it over to y'all, leave the vicinity. If your shit dry. All right, no, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Jesus. Hot mess.
So, I don't care who stars, but what did you guys take away from last week's episode? What did we miss? What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Let's not all speak at once.
Well, I feel like
I should have rewatched it.
So I don't think Santana wife got too much to say because Santana perfect. So shit, I mean,
Indeed.
I'm his daughter.
Excuse me, Santana's daughter. You had a rebuttal.
No, I was telling him I'm his
Rebuttal.
daughter, not the
oh,
wife.
his daughter. Excuse me.
Yes, daughter.
Oh,
That's
he
key to
thought
be-
Yeah, I don't
listen.
have any.
That's
I
key to
don't
be in
have
the
anything to
comments.
say. My dad is
Oh,
perfect.
my bad. Oh, you put your daughter wrong.
Perfect.
All
He's
right.
perfect dad.
Perfect.
Boy, that's what I'm talking about. You got
Hey,
your
listen.
house right, baby.
Hold on. Hold on. Key, blink twice if he got a gun to your side.
Huh?
Blink twice if you are in any danger.
Him being distressed.
You sure?
No.
All right. Perfect. This dude. All right. Anybody else?
Bring up some of the points. I forgot. I should have watched the show again.
Okay, I'll say something.
Go ahead.
I
ReRe.
don't disagree with everything that you said. I agree with a lot of stuff you said.
I know a lot. You know what? And I'm
Which
glad
is
you said
funny,
that.
because
A lot
there
of
is a lot of females out here that's trash.
well.
Oh yeah, there definitely is.
So listen,
Yes.
there are, and that's why I said a hit dog will holler if you felt some kind of way. And I said it then, I said it now. The shoe fits where. And listen, I want to preface this by saying I had no idea WAP was dropping this week. I don't know them women. So when I said what I said, WAP sounds wetter. I'ma say that. WAP. When that WAP, that's what I'm going with. But either way, you know what I'm talking about. I had no idea that was dropping. But yes,
I
the
don't
truth.
think anybody was ready for that.
So-
I knew. I ain't
Just
gonna lie. I
boom.
knew. I was waiting.
Well, I knew a song was dropping, but I didn't.
Everything.
I knew something was coming.
I knew it
but
was dropping. I didn't know
it
the
was gonna
song
be
is
that.
what I mean. I didn't.
Come on, the little promo they put out in this Cardi and
but
man.
I
knew
don't
it.
listen.
I didn't know it was gonna be
I
that
knew it.
I
strong.
don't listen
That
to
was strong.
anything, nor do I follow anything. And really, listen, Meg could get the hell up out of here. Meg
What
can
is
go.
with the Meg?
I just
What is
listen
with the Meg?
because
This is
I
where we
feel
gonna
like
have a problem.
her.
I just it's just
This is
not
where
my
we gotta have a
He's
problem.
just too
it's just
tall
not my
for
cup
you.
of tea.
What is the deal?
Um,
You're not gonna do that.
listen, I'm absolutely gonna do it. It's just listen. I said it before. And I'll say it again. You know,
Why do you feel like that?
she's just not attractive to me. Not a voice,
Oh,
not that.
okay.
Listen, let me start.
fine.
Let me start. If for me personally, if a woman talks to me in the manner of a man and that aggression is automatically a turn off for me.
She's a Houston child.
So
Okay, and listen,
Cardi
and
does the same thing. So why does Cardi?
and I'm saying I'm not
Cardi
listen,
probably first.
right?
Probably right.
But I'm not
Well,
up here
we're over
saying,
with it.
but I'm not up here saying that Cardi's turning me on. What I am saying is Cardi has at least a voice or some music or a cadence that I can listen to. Cardi at least, and mind you, I don't listen to her. Meg Thee Stallion come on there and same joint every time. I get the bad, and she sound like she just finna, pull her guy out, shoot herself in the foot 2 times. I'm just saying, she's a little much for me, and that's just my own personal preference. It's all around the package. That's a no.
Well, I like her.
And listen, and you're entitled to that. I can't get with it. And just to be fair, that song, I heard it, I've seen the video. It's not something that I don't think any of us will go back and listen to either. You know what I mean? It's not my music. She don't make music for me. And I'm not attracted to her. So those are just
what song?
Any of her songs, but that WAP song, I don't think any.
Let me tell you something. It's on repeat on my birthday. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, I'm talking about us, the guys. If any of these dudes turn that on, I'm gonna look at you a certain kind of way.
Video, but we don't expect y'all to.
On mute.
The music,
but
I don't expect you to be in your car knowing every word and singing along at the light when
some
I
dudes do though.
Like, I don't expect that.
Some dudes do though, and all that being said, like, I'm just saying, I'm not even going back to look at it for her. She just don't do it for me. And that's hey, personal preference.
Maybe pick his project bricks. I'm going. I don't know what you
exactly say.
Hey, listen, you ain't the first one or the last one to say that. She got a following. I'm saying for me, it ain't my thing.
You steady banging on your knees.
It ain't it. But listen, we ain't talking about. I'm talking about what I said last week and whatever. I'm talking about predicting and pointing out if your shit just can't keep a man. Just say that. Yeah. Don't go out bashing men.
That's a sad situation.
Because your shit whack. What I took away from
I don't know anything about any of that. I don't do those things.
And I'm sure there's
great answer.
Look, she did like this. She said, I'm holy. I'm holy. All right. Well, listen.
Praise him. Won't he do it?
A lot of a lot of the energy that I see on Facebook, in these social networks and these memes are energies from cap. It's all cap. It's men and women, and I hate it. It's men. I seen some men today capping about the question the woman posed after watching this video and seeing all the backlash or whatever was. What is it about men that like do y'all care about your woman's body count? Why is she a hoe or whatever, so on and so forth? And a lot of men on that post said, no, I don't care as long as she's with me. And
they were lying.
Exactly.
Lying. Because I feel like guys, men can accept the fact that somebody else has been with the woman that they're with.
I ain't gonna investigate. I ain't gonna do none of that. Just lie to me. I don't give a fuck. Tell me it's just 3 people. That's it. And I'm
not even gonna ask.
I'm the best in the
Listen, I'll never ask. But
I know a couple real niggas that don't care for real though. But
I know, but okay now. But listen, as a woman,
like this many,
y'all crazy. But as a woman, y'all know the hoes. Y'all know the ones. Y'all know, like, men don't have to point that out. Men, the feeling as though a man can't point out a woman's indiscretion or call her what it is wild, because y'all know who they are. We know who they are.
But it's not about pointing it out because it's her body, because y'all do the same thing. And so my whole thing is that, like, you can call it out. Which is fine. You want to call it out. And are you calling it out because you can't get it, or are you calling it out because you wanted it at one point? Like, why? What's your purpose of being like, oh, she a hoe? Like, what's your reasoning behind it? Did she make you upset? Like, why?
The only purpose a man, I ain't talking about the streets and I ain't talking about the futures and stuff. The only purpose a man would ever have to reference a woman's past body count or her whatever indiscretions, how she acts, how she moves, is the root of the is the root of the saying, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. A lot of men are looking for a woman in the streets, freaking the sheets. And if you're out here and I'm kissing you, I'm trying to build a family with you, and I'm taking you to barbecues, we're going out to eat, I'm posting, I'm doing all these things.
Child pride and ego, though. They ain't got
a lot of men judge women off of being a quote unquote hoe, though, based on how they're presenting themselves in the damn social media. I have girlfriends that pose nude. They ain't hoes. They got full fucking husbands.
Okay, so let's start there.
Home.
So listen, let's start there too. So no. Would never say that a woman that does what she wants to do confidently with her body is any of those things. It has nothing to do with it. But I said this too, and I stand by it. If I have to go online, or if I can go online to see what you're bringing home, and anybody could get it, I'm going to feel some kind of way. But then that's my choice to go forward with you or whatever. That does not mean that you can't do it. That does not mean that I feel some kind of way. That means as a man, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to tell you to, you know, whether you want to hear it or not. And if you're looking for somebody that can hold you down to do these things and so on and so forth, and I say, nah, that ain't my cup of tea. You can feel how you want to feel and whatever after that. But, you know, the truth is the truth. What you give to me should never be given to the rest of the world. And I think women should feel the same way about their man. It's just that simple.
But a picture is different than giving it to someone.
Right, but she was talking
a picture and like
but she was talking about OnlyFans and stuff like that.
That's different than like me sleeping with everybody who like a post on Instagram.
Agreed.
Right. It's summer, we're taking bikini pictures at the beach, and then homeboy over here calls us a hoe because we don't want to talk to him.
Okay, so but
basically.
But with that being said, you're never gonna stray away from the fact that perception is 99% of people's.
Of course.
Right. So
but the problem is the judging off that.
Like,
no.
Picture.
Okay.
Right.
Pictures, postings, whatever, right? So all right, take me, right? So if I go online right now, and and everything that I post is related to Mopar rims, what are you gonna think I do? What type of person and what interest do you think I'm gonna have? Let's not lie to each other here. I'm not saying it's the end all be all. But if I went online right now and every other post that I posted was the interior of a car, some speakers, some rims, some tires, you would think my interest in the things that I do, job wise or whatever, without knowing me, without having a conversation with me, are interest in cars. It's just fair. It's the energy you put out there. If I posted a gun, some paraphernalia, some blue rags, you would probably assume I might be in a gang or portraying that. So it's not unfair to think that if you want to, and nobody's saying you cannot, if you want to go out here, open your OnlyFans, if you want to strip, if you want to make a living, if you make a conscious decision to be comfortable in your body, then that comfort also has to come with understanding how people perceive you. That's not saying that it is what it is. It's just you wake up one day and you do what you do. You got to suffer that.
Nah.
So what are you saying? Tell me. Okay, so tell me what it is. I don't care either, but tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
Here's the thing, like, okay, if I decide if I'm on a boat with my friends and I post a bikini picture or something like that, and immediately people are like, "Oh, she posted a bikini picture."
That's
that
a
means
bikini picture.
Where are you
at?
Like, no, I'm on a boat.
Where are you at?
However,
you on a boat? Okay.
Like, as I said, I'm on a boat. Right.
You on a boat?
I'm advertising because I put it. I'm not saying like
advertising.
Yeah, like
Nothing
it automatically comes to like, oh, she posted it in a bikini.
Okay.
She obviously want everybody to see it.
No.
She obviously
huge difference. Huge difference. You twisted
your perception.
No. We talking about OnlyFans here. If you
I got a question too. I had to ask this question to you guys. Okay, how is it that you guys can be like, oh, I respect the janitor the same as the CEO, but you see a woman in a bikini and you can't respect her the same as a person?
Because y'all twisting it. Nobody is ever going to stop a woman that's at a pool, going to a pool, in a boat, on the beach, on vacation, in a bikini.
Did y'all see that meme too? And it's like a bunch of girls outside. They look like they're at a party. They got booty shorts on, and it's like some.
Yeah, I posted it. But hold on.
Don't go dressed out like the street vendors. You won't gain nobody's respect. They're at a fucking party. Like, what the hell?
Now watch this.
Everybody's dressed the same.
Can I speak on that?
Listen, watch this. Before I lose, ReRe, what you're discussing has zero to do with what she originally described in what we're talking about. Body counts, whole activities, and putting yourself out there are not the same as being on a beach in a bikini and doing that in front.
Hold on, no. Posting. You just said if you posting, if you posting,
I said, right. Listen, what I said was, I said if I can go online and see the exact same thing that you're giving me at home, why would I want it? That's not a bikini and a vacation. That's you're literally out here, titties and ass, and this is your profession. Now, be clear, and I want to be very clear when I say this. If every picture you post is a bikini picture, don't lie like you're not thirst trapping. You love it. You want the attention. Get it negatively and positively. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. If you go out here and you flaunt it in that way and you know what you have and you know how easily perception can be perceived or what people may or may not say, just shut up and take it, because at the end of the day, you made a conscious decision to do it. Delete them.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
No. Nobody's saying you a hoe. Nobody's saying that.
The negative feedback is necessary. It's kind of like bullying in a way.
It's not necessary.
It is.
It's not, but it's gonna come, is my point. You know this. That's my point. There is a difference. Like, if you're confident in your body, there is nothing I can say to you to make you stop. But again, what you're describing has zero to do with hoe activities, and I still have the right to look and say, I don't want that energy. I don't want a woman or have to wonder what type of woman I got or this, that, and the third. If, let's take it back to the booty picture pictures, jump. Do I agree with it? A little bit. Situations, everything. I'm not saying you can be judged off of how you dressed or you should be dressed and approached a certain way, but let's not lie and bullshit each other.
Obviously in that picture though, they were at a day party, right? So if they're at a day party, right? She has on these shorts, a girl has on a short dress.
You can't wear
immediate thing in the summer in a short dress. I'm supposed to wear like
you can't wear a sundress to a day party.
Like,
you can't be a little more conservative at a day party.
If I want to wear these shorts, then I'm going to wear them.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you have to disrespect me or respect me less because I wore shorts.
Agree there. And we agree there. But I think we're losing each other is once you squoze your ass and your ass cheeks fell out of them shorts, you cannot tell me that you left the house thinking, oh, nobody's going to disrespect me or nobody's going to say this. It's a probability. And I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should. Don't twist.
Like, I wore this. I'm ready for the disrespect. Bring it on at the day party. Like,
we're gonna be honest with it. We're gonna be honest with what.
And we look at ourselves like, damn, bitch, you look good.
Right.
And we go
and you say, ooh, I'm a kill him, and girl, and you know. But what I'm saying is, right.
Yeah, but see, D, I can't agree with you on this one, my G.
What is not to agree with? I'm not saying that you should be approached disrespectfully. I'm saying if you left the house knowing how you're dressed, what you have on, and the type of people that are out here, I'm not approaching you in that manner. I'm not saying you should be, but are you really telling me that you think that nobody's gonna approach you in that manner, or there's not a probability?
That's okay. That's I'm gonna have to agree with that. The way I be seeing niggas,
exactly, Tia.
Just
like why is it what she's wearing is the problem and not the fact that he was disrespecting her in the first place? Why is that?
Listen, we agree there. The fact that he felt the need to go that route, the fact that he feels that he can disrespect or whatever is absolutely wrong. Again, you're talking to somebody. I'm not approaching you, but I'm saying this shit. Listen, there's different ways to disrespect. Let me just put it this way. There's a direct way and there's indirect. And I'm telling you, the direct way is him calling you a hoe or disrespecting you. The indirect way of disrespecting you is looking at you and saying, I would never fuck with her, and never even approaching you. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying,
and that's fine
and that's
it. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, if you want to wear booty shorts, wear booty shorts. I'm 36 and I'm wearing Jordans all the time. Motherfuckers will be like, oh, this nigga grown as hell, still wearing all he think about his shoes. Well, yeah, I fucking move. Same thing if a woman want to wear her little,
and listen, let me address Tia.
That's your move.
Let me address Tia real quick. Nobody, and I understand what you're saying with that. What I'm saying is you're not you're not gonna tell me rape culture. All right, let's take it back, right? Let's give another example. If your child is going to daycare, if your child is going to school, and you don't think for a second that they may get COVID, or you're not 100% sure what's going on, or you don't know all the time. Like, I got a special needs. My son is autistic. As every day I wake up and wonder if somebody, teacher otherwise, bus driver otherwise, because we've seen it, may disrespect him and he can't tell me. That does not mean that I'm saying it's acceptable. That does not mean that I'm saying this, okay or whatever. What I'm saying is I understand that there's a probability. Y'all are sitting here arguing with me saying, oh, it's rape culture or this or whatever. I understand African tribes. I understand history. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm saying as a man, given the circumstances, I have a choice to decide if that's the energy I want to bring home. That's it.
Everybody has a choice.
Absolutely.
And nobody said you didn't have a choice.
End of story.
What we were simply saying is, yeah, you can have whatever you say, and it could happen, could not, whatever the case is. However, just because she has that on,
you judge in that book,
that you judge it immediately, and if that's what you want to do, and if that's what your mind goes to doing is judging that woman because she decided to wear booty shorts, then that's fine. However, that doesn't mean that I'm advertising and I'm ready for the disrespect, or the disrespect should come. It means that maybe you need to change your view of women.
I agree, but you're not gonna tell me that subconsciously. ReRe, I've known you for about 10 plus years, right?
Since I was 18.
All right, so listen. So, did you come on here? Did you go outside today dressed a certain way on purpose? Do you buy clothes on purpose? Do you move on purpose? And I'm talking occasional events, so on and so forth. I have never in my life seen you maneuver in any of the manners. You don't even give off those vibes. That's just not who you are. But if you're sitting here telling me that you don't know the women that do.
No, I'm not saying that. It's not my vibe. That's not me.
Why isn't it your vibe, though?
However,
but why isn't it your vibe?
That's the thing. That vibe don't make you a hoe, though.
Nobody said it did. Y'all
it
not
doesn't. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Because I feel some type of way about this conversation.
Go ahead.
I don't like the fact that we gotta maneuver how we dress to appease
you.
Y'all.
Don't.
I don't like that.
Right.
That's how I feel like.
You
That's what I feel like
don't.
you're saying though. Because at the end of the day, my birthday is Wednesday. I'm going to the strip.
We already know this now.
I'm dressing like a stripper.
Now.
So I don't
okay.
care
So
say.
that being said, what does dressing like a stripper entail? What does dressing like a stripper entail? When you say that term.
That's the whole purpose of me going to the strip club. I'm going to dress like I work there. Don't mean I work there.
Right.
Don't mean you're
okay. So now, but if I walk in and you're there dressed like a stripper and I approach you like a stripper and throw money at you, what did I just do?
You want to approach me and throw money at me? You do what you do.
So you just said what I'm saying. So I just judged you off of how you're dressed in the environment, and I throw money at you, thinking that you may be a stripper. You're proving my point. That doesn't mean that you are.
Walk in there with the actual stripper outfit on, but my outfit.
And I didn't say, but
what
you
she's
said
saying is she's not going to wear a church dress to the
right. And I got all that, but I'm saying based on the description, right? But based on the description, based on the environment,
we're surrounded by titties and butt, like
right. And why do niggas come to the strip club? For titties and ass. So if I go to a strip club and you're dressed a certain way, you have that certain energy. I don't go to strip clubs, but if I do go to a strip club, and all the women in there, and I can't tell the difference between the birthday girl and the stripper, am I then wrong to throw money at you in the strippers? Would you be offended if I then?
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be offended because I'm
right.
I'm
so, and that's my point. You proved everything that I said. You are either offended by the way somebody feels, or you're confident in what you're doing. What I'm saying is, you have the absolute choice to go out in any manner that you please and move confidently without judgment or anybody disrespecting you. But if you're in an environment where you can be misconstrued or confused or whatever with a stripper, a streetwalker, or whatever, can you look at somebody and feel as though they disrespected you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
So look, let me put it this way for you. Then let me break it down this way.
I feel like why y'all even
I got me a nice
life and let's say business.
I got me a nice
If you don't like it, just keep it moving.
Go ahead, Jay.
How I dress, right?
Go ahead.
I say I like my pants to sag or whatever, but I happen to have me a wonderful job.
Okay.
But yet
let me tell you.
Doing what? Selling dope.
Listen, let me tell you something, Jay. Let me tell you something, Jay.
That's the same thing, G. Like I'm a. Like,
listen, let me tell you something. Never in my life have I let my pants sag. And if I see you moving that way, regardless of what, if you out there with the blunt and you got all that, no, I'm not gonna assume that you understand how to move. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that you're a criminal. But at the fact, nigga, if you walking around with a buds and if you walking around in a bud, all right, listen, you don't have to smoke another blunt. Walking around in a buds and Bucks shirt, I'ma automatically assume because you're advertising it, you're interested in buds and Bucks. I would not be wrong to walk up to you and say, where the weed at? Now you could be Mr. Brotherland, but then to take offense to what I'm saying and say, why you think I got the weed? You would feel you're wrong. That's my point. I'm not saying that you deserve to be treated as a nigga and beat up and arrested by the cops. I'm not saying that. And don't twist what I'm saying with rape culture or approach to grab ass or whatever. But if you advertise a certain way, pants sagging as you described, Jordan's on, job or no job, even if you were a Fortune 500 company CEO, you really think I'm gonna assume you're a Fortune 500 CEO dressed?
Yeah, but that's your bias, and
agreed.
Don't put that on me.
Right?
Why? You just
listen.
So
when I get home,
say nothing. You can feel how you feel in your head and keep
absolutely. We are all in agreement there. And I will revert back to my original statement.
Let me ask this real quick.
So if I go in the strip club with a church dress on, then what?
If you go into a strip club with a church dress on, I'm assuming you looking for your daughter or something. I'm assume you in there for to carry your. Matter of fact, I'm gonna assume you looking for your man. I'm gonna assume you looking for your man, and he up in there, and you trying to take him up out of there. I'm gonna assume it's about to go down. You finna chitty bang bang in there. All I'm saying is listen to what y'all saying.
It seems like you fill in the blank a lot. Like as soon as you see a person, you fill in the blank.
No.
What
I don't judge. Listen, you know me. You know me.
No, I didn't say judge. I said fill in the blanks. Like you like. It seems as though like when you see something in front of you, you immediately like hold a story to it. Like whether it's true or not, you treat them different.
No.
I'm put something on them.
On my friends list in my life and everything, like Santana. Matter of fact, let me take it a step further. Me and Jason, we grew up together. We didn't start off as friends. Let me tell you, I moved out there. Jason and every one of them dudes out there that already knew each other, they jumped me. And Jason to take it a step further. Me and Jason would have never seen eye to eye on sports, music, or on a lot of other things. That dude is fashion savvy. Bottom line is we polar opposites, but that's my brother. I could have walked away years ago, 20, 25 years ago. Santana, I don't know. His daughter, I don't know. Tabitha, I don't know. It's not about the book. I don't treat you no different. What I'm saying to you is at some point, everybody has to be honest with themselves and everybody else. You never have to accept somebody's opinion or thoughts of you. You don't. You do not. And they do not have the right to disrespect you or none of that. But at some point, we all subconsciously, me included, I didn't come on here on my own podcast in my pajamas for a reason.
It's not about, I wasn't saying like nobody ever build that like behind the scenes. It's more about the action. Like you can think whatever you want, but the moment you're like, oh, she a hoe out loud, or oh, he obviously a thug out loud, that's when it becomes one of those things where like it becomes, you know, you going too far. Like you can think whatever you want. I walk up to people and I think whatever I want, but if I don't treat that girl differently because I can see her
and we don't,
her butt
and I don't treat her,
shorts,
I might not even give her the chance. But listen, we're from Chicago. You're telling me you've never pulled up to a party and been like, nah, this ain't my scene? Stop it.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, you have a feeling.
Absolutely.
You have a feeling.
Definitely have.
Everybody has. we're ignoring y'all. Like we're ignoring that intuition and that feeling.
I never ignored the fact. I can pull up to a place and be like, this probably not for me.
Exactly. So
cool, no problem. But that doesn't mean I'm like, oh, all those thugs in there. I'm like, maybe
ain't nobody saying you have to.
Maybe this ain't my scene.
But as a man, and as a woman, and I know y'all do it. I've seen women. Let's take it a step further. I've seen women that look at a pretty boy and be like, "Nah, he trouble. Stop it. Come on." It works both ways. Bro, listen. I know people right now.
Let me holler at you real quick. Right.
Yeah. I know for a fact that women know exactly who they gonna fuck before they fuck them. Why? Because y'all already had that little judgment and that perception in y'all head. There's a lot of things in gray areas.
Yeah, the only thing a man can do is talk themselves out.
Exactly. So therefore, we're saying the same thing, except you don't like the context of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I have the innate right to sit back and say, yeah, that ain't my scene when I see a woman, regardless of how it is or what it. I have that right.
Yeah, I just don't want that headache. But then the right doesn't have to turn into cause she a hoe.
Who said she was a hoe?
You can be like, man, that's not.
But the possibility. Listen, if I roll the dice, if I have the opportunity to roll the dice and waste my time again, I'm probably gonna say the chances of that being for me, nah. And that's just my choice.
That's based on how she's dressed.
Based on a lot of things, not just how she's dressed, but yes, if she's dressed in that way and we at a costume party.
No, I see your point now, G. You right.
I have. All I'm saying is I have the right to walk. And mind you, y'all talking.
Have the right. That's it. Right, please. But all I said was when it turns into the action. That's what I said.
The action says the action is.
The action is non-action. That's not an action to me. Like if you see a girl and she dressed like a hoe and you don't walk up to her, nothing happened. Nothing was lost.
That's a whole different thing. It did.
But if you see a girl and you think that she dressed like a hoe and you walk up to her like, hey, you kind of dressed like a hoe, or you say something that matters, and that's a different thing. The non-action is not the issue.
No. Non-action, non-verbal communication is 85% of communication. Even if I think she is off limits, even if I think that she may have that, that whole tendencies, and I stay away from her, that is absolutely an action. She may have just missed out on her husband, her man, or whatever for a night.
Oh my God.
And vice versa. Listen, and vice versa. And vice versa. I can't hear you. Listen, and it may be vice versa. I might have missed out on my wife because of what I perceived, but it's a fact. Again, you're never going to convince me that you're walking up to a scene or situation or some. Matter of fact, if I approached you the same way the last three dudes approached you, hey, beautiful, whatever, y'all women is sitting back going, not this again. And I know this for a fact.
That's not the truth at all.
Hit him with the tub.
Gee, I'm trying to tell you. Basically, what I'm saying is there's
I would rather you approach me like, hey, nah, because I'm gonna really look at you like.
You rather what?
80% love that crazy.
Hold on. I can't really hear what you say.
I can't handle that.
There you go, Deborah. Talk your shit.
Like that, it's not gonna work.
Everybody alive understands the power of perception, is my point. You're not ever going to walk to a job interview or walk in a job interview dressed as A, the drug dealer, B, the stripper. Why? Perception. You go in professional. And that's all I'm saying.
Environment. No, but pause. It's the environment.
I've been saying environment the whole time.
No, that's not the same, G. That's an environment. A job interview, you're going for a job interview. If I'm going to a day party in the middle of summer,
type of get together,
come on.
It's not the same. And not all of us are going out here trying to search for a man. Let's get that.
And that's fine. And once you sit back,
you guys really think that we're out here dressing for you. We are not dressing for you.
But
Tab.
So two things.
If I still got it for myself.
Listen, two things. ReRe.
Like the hell?
ReRe, rewind. I've said several times, if you're on the beach and you're dressed in a bikini, that's situational. I'm not mad at that. So you're proving my point. The second, okay, and you dress to situational. And Tab. The second thing is once you unconsciously or consciously decide that fuck these niggas, I ain't going out here dressing for no man, then whatever goes. So you're still proving my point. When you make a decision to move how you want to move,
you can't fucking win.
Because y'all saying something. But listen,
Next subject.
This is what it is.
We're gonna be on
Because I feel like you're making it.
Yeah, I go to work. I go work at 8.
I can't wait till y'all rewind this.
Business. When I get off work, my bra comes off. I go to the goddamn.
That's every woman in America.
And then I don't give a fuck.
That's every woman. You should.
Okay.
But listen to what you just said. When you get home, and I'm saying that if you're
I walk my ass outside, I'm not at work. I go to the
right. So
without a bra.
We're gonna move on after this. We're gonna move on after this. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this again.
We don't care. We're not always out here trying to impress a man, guys.
No. It's not about having them. We're talking in circles at this point. Bottom line is, we're talking in circles at this point. The bottom line is, and I'm gonna leave it my part at this. Whatever's comfortable for you, nobody can make you or should make you uncomfortable. But if I or you decide not to act on that, it just is what it is. I'm never knocking it, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's
we
the end
said
of discussion.
that. We were saying
that's it.
That was never the argument of you choosing not to or to act.
It is
on it.
because
the argument was the calling somebody a hoe and saying that she probably had a body count.
First of all, no. But what I said was based on that picture. Can't be mad if somebody does perceive you as a hoe doing hoe activities.
Why can't we? If we know we ain't one.
And listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna point to y'all favorite saying. I'm about to go do hoe activity or ratchet activities or ghetto activities with my friends. So you know when you're going to do ratchet and hoe activities.
Hot girl summer it up.
As soon as a song come on, there's a hoe in this house. That's not hoe activity if you start dancing like that. There's a hoe in this house. I ain't no hoe though. There's a hoe in this house. He ain't talking to me though. There's a hoe in this house.
My knob like corn on the cob. Come on.
Right, and we want that. If I say slob on my knob like corn on the cob, I absolutely want you to slob on my knob like corn on the cob. I promise you.
Okay, D, you're good. What's the next
one? Just saying we can't dance. We can't turn.
What's the next one?
No.
Let me get my church dress.
But if he pushes that button and you start throwing that hand up,
not degrees, not anything else. But let me go get these church dresses real fast.
Get your church dress game up.
Yeah,
move accordingly.
Get them Kanye clothes on.
There you go. There you go.
Kanye calling that homeless. You don't see everything. What?
Get them homeless. Get the homeless.
Now,
really?
Homeless.
Let me get the bun, the sweatshirt, the oversized jogging pants. That's the only way I can be seen.
Right.
Listen, you're a lie.
No, because y'all not going after the girl that look like that.
Exactly.
Some men are.
Exactly.
Some men
you can talk about cool stuff all day online, and guys will not even respond to your statuses at all. Once you post a picture of some tits and some ass, that's when they all come out. Like,
okay, so did you post the tits? Did you post the tits and the ass for them to come out? Did you bring them out? All right. So thank you. So thank you. Thank you, Tab. You're saying what I'm saying. As soon as you dress a certain way.
About some real shit, like some real discussion topics, they don't fucking care.
Okay, but if you're confident,
okay.
But if you're
it's hilarious.
No.
Listen, if you're confident,
you seen it back when I was working.
If you're confident. If you're confident,
I did see a lot of stuff.
Gang of comments.
I was ready to go in on everybody.
I put up some real stuff. It's correct.
And it works, bro. Hey, that does exactly, Sean. Exactly. That works both ways. Do you know that I own a business and most people don't pay attention to it? Do you know that I can post all day about Black Lives Matter and really live it and move it and so on and so forth? I can do all the positive shit in the world, dog. I think I'm probably one of the most positive people on this fucking planet when it comes to encouragement and so on and so forth, right? Togetherness, all of that. But the second I post some shit that's
some
wild,
ratchet shit.
Exactly. Now, I'm honest in saying that there's a level of entertainment that goes to the shit that I post on my page, and I know the retweet and follow value, the like value, the humor value, etc. So we're all saying the same thing. When you post your titties out and you know that there's a different crowd and a different following and a different whatever for that, You made a decision to do that as opposed to whatever it is that you were already doing that did not get those likes and wasn't real. When you get the energy back that you knew that you was going to get, there's nobody's fault and there's nobody's problem but yours. So we're saying the same thing. Is it right? I can't say that it is, but that is human nature, and you have a choice not to, and to deal with the people that deal with you on the level that you want to be. If you want to be conscious and that's all you want to do, the person that loves you and the person that's going to be there for you and the person that's made for you is going to be right there, and they're going to share the same values. They're going to be attracted to you for that. But when you pull your titties out and now that man is attracted to you, are you really sitting back saying, oh, I think he's a good dude. He finally came out of nowhere. No.
There's lots of women that do have their titties out though, and they're married. I mean, Cardi B, all these other women, and yes, they have gone cheating on too. But I think cheating is a
terrible
big
example. Terrible example. Cardi B. Cardi B.
No, I'm just saying, there's a lot of women out here who do have their.
Who did they attract?
Erica Mena has a fucking OnlyFans now, or how the fuck you say her name?
And her and Safari or what?
Yes, she does.
And her and Safari, all these examples that you talk. Her and Safari, them or what? You really listen. Stop it for a second. You respect Safari?
I'm just saying. Did I say I respected them? No, I used them as examples of women with their titties out.
So let's get on the same page real quick. Let's get on the same page real quick.
I agree with her. We don't even know their life.
You don't. But do you know? You don't know their life, and they're made for each other. They're good for each other. But what I am saying is what I'm saying. Jason, you marrying a stripper, dog. Cardi B. She approached you right now, no money, whatever. The stripper that's in the club that was drugging niggas. We know these are facts. Drugging niggas, strip account. You don't know, wild, blah blah blah, and everything that come with it.
I have a personal friend who is in love and with an ex stripper, and it don't bother him none.
And that's good for him. I'm asking you, my G. Does your woman's body count and her perception to the world matter to you? I ain't talking about everybody else. To you, can you do it?
Can I do it?
Can you? Yes, nigga.
I probably could, personally.
You could marry a...
You know that person, it shouldn't be no issue.
But how you get to know her?
It depends on if I'm really in love with that person. Like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going all the way ahead now. You're going all the way ahead. You see a stripper, so on and so forth. Are you really eager to talk to her and make her wifey?
No, I'm not trying to wife no stripper. That's not what I'm going to do.
I quit then.
What if you meet her?
Thank you.
What if you can... Every stripper don't live in the strip club. You can
and I'm not saying they do.
Find out she strips later. Like that's different.
I don't know she's a stripper, and then I found out she a stripper later on.
Right.
Okay, that's a different circumstance. We're still talking about perception.
Is she doing all these stripper ass tricks for me?
Gee.
And I can be like,
so you're still proving my point. If I have to question your body, count and what you're doing, once you find out that what you're getting at home is also what they're getting out there, you're not gonna feel some kind of way?
They're not getting that though.
How you know? You know how many strippers suck dick in the back for money?
What? A dream.
Right.
What?
Not
bro, y'all listen. Y'all capping on here.
There is a lot that do.
Exactly.
Like, not every single one of them.
And I agree, not every single one.
Ladies, check this out. I've been seeing some wild shit that women been posting just like the last 2 days with these dudes oiling up these chicks making house calls. Can y'all do the same thing with a guy that does that? And he's making a lot of money.
The massages. You going with a man that massage a whole girl body? Boy, y'all crazier than bad shit right now. I'm about to hang up on everybody today, bro.
You lying?
Who?
I know,
bro.
Yeah, you know
I knew you lying.
Z.
You come home every day.
Okay, let's get that.
Whoa. Jay, you said what? Stripper and what?
Stripping and hoeing is not the same, G. Handing out pussy and stripping is not the same. It's not the same, G.
You would do your woman. Listen, G. A nigga walk up to you right. A nigga walk up to you right now and say, "She'll take it off of me for a couple bucks." You firing on him or what? That ain't a disrespectful statement to you about your woman.
No, nigga, I know she'll take it off for you a couple bucks. That's her motherfucking job.
You don't feel some kind of way about that?
I probably would, but first of all,
you probably would.
Listen to the thing.
Just the fact that you're gonna come to me and disrespect me like that, I'm probably
you're looking for a reaction. That's what you're looking for a reaction.
Right. So women. So listen, if all that don't matter, why y'all women get so mad when a woman say some shit or get to questioning your man and drama and arguing with a motherfucker comment under a nigga picture? Y'all go the most off on comments, and you sitting here trying to talk to me about, y'all trying to talk to me, y'all take the social media the furthest, but y'all want to talk to me about somebody walking up and saying,
you're with a female about nothing. I'm not gonna do that. If I got a problem, I'm gonna take it to him.
Right.
We gonna talk about it and we gonna let it be that.
Okay, but on another note, you made a statement that said that men can walk away from or privileged in child support. That is a statement.
No,
that
I didn't say
or custody, whatever.
They are privileged as a parent. Yes, you are.
Right. All right.
You got a choice to say, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of this child," or I'm gonna just walk about this child life.
You really think?
Don't. Once we have that baby, that's it. That's all. Unless you give it away for adoption or something. Other than that,
let me tell you something.
That nigga can go live his life while I'm sitting there.
Hold on. Time out.
Gee.
It's about to get real.
Oh, fuck are you? I'm not.
I can't hate Jay.
What are you talking about? Just because you had the baby, you stuck with the baby? How is this different?
Absolutely.
What are you talking about?
What you mean? You stuck with the baby unless you get that baby up for adoption. What is you talking about?
Okay, and if you leave, what do I have to do? I have to give the baby up for adoption. I have to take the child, right?
And how many times do you hear of a woman having a child and leaving the baby with the man? And how many times do you hear of a woman
a couple times?
You talking about numbers. I'm talking about real life. If you leave and I have to stay with the child, that's the way it goes. Ain't no, how many times? No. What do you mean? If you left, I got the baby. Period.
Man, listen.
See, that's why I'm making. Look. That's why that word privilege is a problem for me because I can't equate.
If you leave,
I can't equate scumbag with privilege.
Ari, you can still come on. Send your email address, Ari.
I can't equate privilege with a scumbag.
Okay, look, let me rephrase that because somebody did say that on my post. If you're in a relationship with that person and y'all in a household together and y'all have a child, that's different. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that. But if you're not in a relationship with somebody and you have a child, that nigga got a choice. He has a privilege to say, God. I don't want to be involved. I don't feel like doing this or I don't feel like doing that. I don't. I have to do it. I have to do it because it's my baby. It's his baby too, but he got that privilege to say I don't feel like it.
That ain't
privilege. That's y'all problem that you say that we have that privilege. It's not
y'all take a lot of rights away from you.
Privilege also. If you in reality,
I ain't got that privilege because I ain't that type of female. Man is man.
Okay, and neither are
you. Got a choice though.
Elaborate. Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Elaborate. Mine's is mine. I ain't that type of female. What type of female and what's mine is mine? Because that mentality is what I be talking about. Women, mothers, a lot of mothers automatically assume it's mine and blah blah blah. And it's a wild game. And again, we still talking about context. A lot of the shit that goes on and comes out of people's mouth as far as comments and men do and women do or whatever. And the finger pointing is why I started the last podcast. There are a lot of misconceptions. First of all, women have the most rights when it comes to children. From the start to the finish, y'all have the most rights.
Not privileged, but rights.
You have a privilege. What are you talking about? You know how privileged. You know how privileged it would be to walk into a courtroom and just automatically get custody.
Right. Big privilege.
Not rights, but privilege. Short, young lady.
Big old privilege.
I'm
big rights. Privilege.
That.
Man, listen. Okay. My point.
Because y'all can get in a relationship, walk the fuck away and say, you know what? I'm done. I want half of his shit. I want half his shit. I want half all that. I'm through with it.
That's irrelevant. The same thing.
All that is.
You're not the type of woman. You're not the type of woman.
Parenting. You ain't showing me the privilege that men have in parenting. You talking about scumbags and fuck boys.
Okay,
fuck niggas.
That's y'all.
Show me the privilege of parenting.
That's y'all perception of them. I feel like it's a privilege. Nigga, you got a privilege.
It ain't a privilege. Put it like this.
Being bothered. I don't.
This how I see it, yo. Hey, people gotta be selective with who they fuck around with, yo. When you fuck around with people, chances are you gonna have a baby. Chances are you fucking with a scumbag that's gonna leave you with a baby if you ain't messing around with him enough to know who he is. The same way for guys.
It's good to say that, but as far as my own situation, I was with my kid's dad for 6 years, kicked his ass back to LA. That man hasn't seen his kids since 2015. Like, what the fuck happened?
He's a scumbag.
What happened though? And he didn't start off as a scumbag though, honey.
I didn't want to be with him. That's what it is. Right, man.
I didn't want to be with him, and now he's mad, and now he don't want to fucking deal with his kids. Like, it didn't start off that way though. We don't get into a relationship relationships like with some dude and be like, oh, you know, he's a scumbag, but I'm gonna love him anyways, and you know, it just happens. Like we don't see it.
You
like
think we choose ain't shit, baby?
I'm arguing the privilege part. How's that privilege?
Yes, it's not a privilege. It's not privilege.
Privilege.
Did he have the choice to take his children with him?
Yeah. Did you give him that?
Did you give him the choice to take his children with him?
He could if he would have been more on his shit. But
Hold on. One at a time.
Take care of himself. So that's the reason why we broke up. Part of the reason. The other reason was because he whooped my son, who was 1.5 years, with a fucking belt. That's the biggest reason why I fucking left his ass. Okay? So, but you don't see that from the very fucking beginning. That's what I'm saying. We don't just jump into relationships with people and think like, oh, this person's gonna take off and do me dirty like way down the line. You know what I mean? Like
right. But the fact that you may listen, but the fact is he made a decision, right or wrong. He made a decision, whether that be disciplining a child the wrong way, right, wrong, or whatever. And you made a decision to get rid of him. But the privilege part is you got rid of him. You knew you was getting rid of him. You had that power. There's a whole system and a whole world out there, and we know it. The whole court system is favored towards if I gotta prove as a man that they shouldn't be with the mother. And if I can't do that,
like that, like we did go through the whole court thing in 2015 to get him some child visitation type thing going on. And he did it for 6 months and then fell off.
And then you have an ain't shit baby daddy. And again, absolutely, you got an ain't shit. But that's still not privilege. You can still like y'all have equal rights, man. You could have gave up. You
do have equal rights.
Yeah, y'all have equal rights in that. You know what I mean? And again, you talking ain't shit and whatever. We're talking specifically privilege. Privilege is from birth. I cannot tell you what to do with your body. I cannot tell you what to do with the child. I have no say so on what you do. And then from that point on, a majority, and I think we can all agree on this, majority of women dictate the outcome or are naturally entitled, if you will. I gave birth to, I'll take you in this world, take you out this world type of mentality. I'm going to carry this child, and what I do from that point, that's privilege. As a man, what I'm saying is the uphill battle is, even if I'm a great father, I'm fighting against proving not if and I'm talking the same way you say you got an ain't shit baby daddy, there's some ain't shit baby mamas out here that make you prove.
I know at least 5 dudes who have full custody of their kids because their baby moms are ain't shit baby moms.
So if it's dictated between person to person, if it's dictated person to person, bitter baby daddy or ain't shit baby daddy, bitter baby mama, then there's not privilege. What it is you found a nigga that wanted a nut and you got a nut. That ain't privilege. You gotta do better. Cause I guarantee you, like I said, I got guys out here. Matter of fact, every dude on this podcast take care of their kids. And I know every guy in my circle take care of their kids.
Oh, he take care of them. He just we have issues.
Now, that being said, you're not gonna that right that you have, love it. That privilege that you think he don't have, I promise you, love it. That is a fucking blessing. To feel as though that you can't give up every day, to feel as though that you have to get up and make it happen every day, to feel as though that you gonna see your kid and know factually you gonna see your kid tomorrow, regardless of their circumstances. A lot of us don't get that. A lot of us is really sitting out here, like she said, dealing with some shit that make you think like it doesn't matter what I'm bringing to the table. It doesn't matter how good of a father I am. It doesn't matter how I provide. It doesn't matter that I don't have no jail time, fellas, whatever. It's whatever that woman say. It be like that. And again, circumstances to circumstances. I only brought it up to say, when we're talking about comments and we're talking about perception, as soon as you throw some shit out there to say that I don't care about this, that, and the third, we all care. We know what it is. Everybody out here care. Your opinion is your opinion. Your perception is your perception. Some woman somewhere thinking that your ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-man, baby daddy is the greatest shit ever, and it works for him.
Yep.
I created that.
You said what?
I created that, so I just,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What? You know what I mean? It was a wrong time, wrong place for you. Wrong time, wrong place. But what we got, man? What y'all talking about? What rebuttals y'all got, man? Since y'all think I see a lot of the comments.
The other thing I saw was that whole like paying 50-50 comment that y'all been talking about a lot, and it's really been kind of getting on my nerves a little bit.
Talk about
it. Let me just tell you why. And I'm just give y'all a little background, just a tinge. So when it comes to how I was raised, so I'm gonna just say me. Obviously, this ain't everybody. My mom has never paid a car note, a mortgage, none of that kind of stuff, but she took care of all the house stuff. If me and a man are going 50-50, but at home we're not going 50-50, then I'm not paying 50-50. And that's period. All these women are doing that kind of stuff, but she took care of all the house stuff. You don't pay hers, blah, 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 like that's lying. That's not the truth. They are not paying 50-50 and then going home and cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry. Like they're not doing that. I don't know why that comment. All them women were commenting on, and I'm like, y'all lying.
Listen,
lying.
You know what it was? What it is
That's not the truth.
What it is, ReRe, is like I said. There's men, and
even in my marriage, that's not the truth.
I seen
the truth.
I seen a lot of it today, which kicked this off. And again, what it is pandering. You get online. I see a lot of women and men get online and they want to say all the things they think somebody want to hear and whatever, and they want to uplift themselves. That 50-50 shit. Again, I said it, and I'll reiterate. It is whatever your relationship works. However your relationship works, that's all you get. That's it. If you're staying at home, if y'all both working, if you're going to school, if the kids is there, whatever, 50-50 is whatever make that house work. All that other paying the bill shit. Uh-oh.
I think he froze.
Uh-oh. They trying to stop it. They trying to stop us from being great. But yeah, 50-50, like you said. Me personally, I'm going to take up that slack. Let me go ahead and pay the bills, worry about this, that, and the third. And I don't touch no money. If I'm in a relationship, I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to go ahead and relinquish that financial shit, because I feel like if you buying the shit that you need, buying the shit that you want, going to places, setting the trips, the bills is paid, you got no reason to complain when I get home. And I don't want to necessarily work my ass off to come home and then continue to work. If that's how it works for you, cool. If it don't, fine. Some niggas don't want to pay for shit.
I think it's more about like running a household.
Absolutely.
Like you do this with your money, so that means that you should be able to. It's like, no, I don't think that's it. Like if you talking about, if our bills, I mean, obviously they're all different, but if our bills are $4,000 a month, I'm not paying $2,000 if I'm the only one that's cooking, cleaning, doing other kind of stuff.
And
like that's what I was talking about with the 50. That just doesn't work. Like when I saw like some of the women making comments like, yeah, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna still be a woman. Like, nah, that ain't what it is. It ain't about still be a woman. Like, girl, you work for him. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
it's pandering. They don't really do that.
I ain't paying nothing. Because everything in this house gonna be good. I'm not paying nothing.
Like, here's the thing. My mama has never.
If you want me to pay something,
like I said before, my mama's never paid a car note. But my dad can't tell you. If what increments the toothpaste comes in.
I'll pay.
Yeah, no, I mean I can't do that.
Like something, you gonna pay the insurance or the car note? Which one you want?
It's like that's what I was saying with the flip. Like it's a thing. Like my pops can't tell you what kind of toothpaste to use. He can't tell you none of that kind of stuff. All he knows is when he opened the drawer, the stuff is there. When he go to the back,
and that's the kind of man I am. I don't want to ask.
There. Yep. So on the flip, if I was like, damn, my mama paying 50, and she doing all this, like, nah, that's not how this is.
You get all the light buttons, like you speaking my life, man. Like I don't want to, I don't fucking know. I just know it's there.
Both sides.
Couldn't tell you a password. Couldn't tell you when that bill was due. I don't fucking know.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
I don't
and then
know.
I saw some dudes on there like,
I know I did my part.
50-50, what am I paying for ass? Like, nobody said you were paying
the same
for
shit.
ass, G. Like, that's crazy.
And you know, who was it? I think I want to say it was Chris Rock, but it might have been Patrice O'Neal. They made a point that said like health and shit like that. There's certain things that men just don't do. Like we don't necessarily wake up every day and be like, you need to go to the doctor. I barely go to the doctor, and I'm not running. Like if I'm hurt or if I'm tired, guess what? I'm still going to work. I'm still getting up. I'm still doing. Like I've never felt that. You know what I mean? That connection to feeling vulnerable. I know I'm fucking Thor. I'm He-Man. I'm getting up. I'm Superman. I'm getting up and doing what I got to do. The last thing that I want to do is worry about if I got deodorant. Or if my clothes is, you know, done and so on and so forth. Now, mind you, I still do it when I can. I don't expect nothing, but don't ask me because I won't know. if that's the situation that's provided. And if you want to go on vacation, just tell me when we going. That's it. Where we going? Because you could.
That's if you can do that though. That's the thing. Not every man can just provide for the whole household. So what you saying? If the man can't provide every fucking thing,
no. That's not what I'm saying. I said it works. Everything works.
If I'm providing, then that means when we're at home, you need to be picking up some air. Like if I need to pay more, like let's say maybe this is just me, but if I'm making this amount of money and my man is making this amount and I can clearly afford to pay more, then when I get home, like I expect the opposite. Like I shouldn't have to do laundry if I'm paying this shit, or if I shouldn't have to do all these things.
Help you.
And I'm doing if I'm going to work and I'm doing all this stuff, like it's supposed to be a partnership, right? That's why you're in a relationship. So like if I'm doing all this and you still like, we ain't got no toothpaste, like
man.
Then that means you need to head to the store. Like
what it boils down to is you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta ask yourself in your relationship, am I giving what I'm demanding? That's it. Am I giving what I'm demanding? If I'm sitting in a relationship and I expect you to cook, clean, and do all these things, am I bringing something to the table worth that? And that's it. You're a team at the end of the day, and what we doing is either working towards.
People feel like all women don't feel like ass is what they bringing to the table, and y'all kept alluding to that last week. Like
no. I said a hit dog holler.
Like, not all women think that at all.
What I said and what the reason we went on that, the reason we had that last podcast was there was a lot of shit going around saying and feeling as though. Matter of fact, we'll take it further. What did Cardi B say in the song? No cook, no clean, no laundry, still got that ring. And there's a lot of women that feel that way. You're not Cardi B. You don't have
the money to make sure she has
you are not Cardi B. You are not Cardi B, and you do not pay bills and cannot afford to get it made, and so on and so forth. So if all you think that I'm supposed to do is, and this is the other part of it is, I'm supposed to provide a life for you, and on top of that, you take days off. When I don't take days off, you take days off from doing what you supposed to do, so to speak. You got me fucked up. Ain't no way in hell. I'm working, I'm providing, and all you are supposed to be doing is giving ass, providing ass. You're supposed to look good, and you taking a day off.
Do you guys really want a woman like that, just to be at home, just to look good and do your housework and shit?
No. I said it and I say it again. What men want is a partnership. You have to breathe life into me. Yes, we want you to be sexy. Yes, we want you to love us. Yes, we want you to be involved in the business. Yes, every man that I know want a successful woman. If you have a degree, if you have a high-paying job, that don't intimidate me. That make me want to do better. If you out here and you doing the things that you need to do the same way that I ask you, or not ask you in my case, to make sure that the house is taken care of, I'm going to make sure that you straight too. What we want is a partnership. Where most women lack is they feel as though men do not have those kind of feelings and can't pick up on, you're not supporting me. You don't believe in my business. And it be this, hold on. You can't speak for all women. I said with most women,
don't say
you may be different.
That's not the truth.
It is. Listen, as a man that's 36 years old,
Speak vice versa though.
Because
y'all just been coming at us real left and right, but we don't.
How?
How?
Watch this.
I'm gonna tell you one. I agree with you with everything that you're saying, but I feel like it's vice versa. I was in a relationship where I was married to somebody where I was doing everything, and this nigga wasn't doing nothing but giving me a headache and getting on my nerves.
Watch this.
I don't want that either.
Okay, now watch this. Where is he now?
We want people to be supportive too.
Well, listen, but where's that guy now? Where's that guy now?
He in another state.
All right. Well, no, I mean in life. Like, is he successful? Did he make it? Is he happily in love?
He ain't happy in love because he's still happy in love with me.
All right. So listen. So let me break it down
for himself. But I'm gonna tell you why he's doing better for himself. Because I poured in him what he needed.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
And there's always an exception to the rule. Let me tell you something though. Let me explain what I'm talking about. The jokes have always been local rapper, give up on your SoundCloud, all that drug dealing, can't sell dope forever, so on and so forth, right? You're talking to a man that owns a house, man that take care of his meal. All of us have goals. We have businesses and so on and so forth. You have to have a certain type of woman that understands that energy and that breathes life. And what I'm saying to you is there's a lot of women that see it as a hobby. They downplay what you're doing. They downplay and want to ridicule you on a low. Or as a man, you have to sit back and watch. You have to watch the little shit. Everything that I'm talking about is little shit. If my man got a clothing line and you shop at Fashion Nova, what did you just say to him?
Nah, if my man got a clothing line, I'm gonna wear his stuff and
it sounds good coming out your mouth, but most women, it sounds good coming out your mouth, and it may be true for some women. But what we pick up on is, I've invested X amount of dollars. I'm moving this. You ain't helped with the design. You ain't out here promoting me. Throw my shirt on. All that sexy talk that we was talking about earlier.
Why does it have to be black or white?
It's not black or white. It's not black or white. But some shit is black and white, and some shit is black and white. Some shit is just blatantly like you can. Every man on here tell you we've picked up on the vibes of a woman that's like, oh, you doing your little thing again. Wow. Meanwhile, there's somebody out there that's like, oh, I love your podcast. Oh, I love your shirt. So why am I working the? So why am I? You said what?
It's the same thing for us though.
And I agree. I believe certain women.
Every time y'all do a podcast, it's like y'all be bashing women, but it's the same.
No. Don't say every time. We did one podcast. That was 8. Everything other than that was political.
I don't watch them.
Right, the last couple. The last one was in regards to the first one was entanglement, which was in regards to Jada, which said you cannot as a man afford to, and y'all not gonna lie to me, y'all can't walk away. Will Smith cannot walk away from that situation and fuck a young woman and have the same support Jada can. Don't lie to me. And the second one was the mental health.
First of all, they relationship different. They do this.
Right, but either way, we know factually, ReRe, Tabitha, Key, y'all know factually that if that situation had been Will was fucked up, he needed to fuck around or he needed to get away from his marriage, the narrative would have changed. Will Smith's little happy-go-lucky image would have been out there regardless of what we know. And that was the only time that we talked about that entanglement. Go back. Everything other than that was Black Lives Matter, political, etc. So don't say we bash women. The fact is, the truth is, we have to come on here because if you scroll down your timeline long enough, people will have you believing that men are out here just wanting a chick with ass, just out here wilding, just not giving a fuck, just not breathing, and that's far from the truth.
That's not what I see on my timeline, and I'm younger than y'all.
I see a lot of shit.
I was gonna say I don't see it on mine, so maybe
I won't be seeing all that. So
I think it's just the kind of people you're around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed. I follow a lot of people, and the memes come in and so on and so forth. That's why I took screenshots. And I said,
maybe you need to start deleting people because clearly they ain't the kind of people that you.
It's not about deleting. It's not about deleting. It's about addressing issues. I could ignore it.
Memes like what? Why is this a cool thing to do, guys? Why is that
side chick memes?
Yes, like they're like promoting it like it's okay to be a side chick or they got a side chick or whatever. Like what? What is that about?
Also, can we also point out the fact that even with cheating or women or doing whatever the case is, there have been, and obviously I wasn't in that conversation, but there's been rumors of hella men in Hollywood cheating, and they're always like, she a strong woman sticking by her man.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But we got all these basketball players that y'all be hooting and hollering about.
No. Hold. First of all, and that's why I said we needed to come on here, and that's why I said we need to come on here last one to talk about it. Ain't nobody hooting and hollering about no woman stand because of this, that, and third. She a strong woman. Ain't nobody doing that. It's certain men, the vibes.
Definitely they are.
They are. And the same thing on the other hand. That's what I'm saying. There's certain people that feel that women should stick by a man because this, that, and the third. And don't lie to me. The narrative is always Kobe had money. Will got money. Such and such got money. Such and such got money.
It could be baby down the street and they still expect a woman to stay with
you've seen the conversations.
It ain't got nothing to do with the money. They always say the money helps.
You've seen the conversations though.
Somebody almost caught me in a damn entanglement recently.
It was that big, but if that money ain't that big, you don't. I don't.
All right, so listen, let's keep it a buck. Let me ask you something.
You can't take care of me.
Let me ask you what you do in this situation, Key. Let me ask you what you do in this situation. You in a relationship with I don't know, Will Smith. Will cheat on you. Matter of fact,
I'm my type.
I ain't asked you if he's your type. Why isn't he your type?
Because he's not my type. I like black. Okay.
You like what?
I like black men. I don't like light skinned men.
Tyrese.
You like dark skin?
No, give me Tyrese, something like that.
All right. Listen. Whatever. You in a relationship. You're in a relationship with Tyrese. Tyrese worth 400 mil, whatever the case is, whatever. He cheat on you, whatever. What's your first reaction? Be honest. I don't want no cap. What's your first reaction?
I'm not going to embarrass him in front of the world, but when we get behind them closed doors, I'm going right upside his head.
Right. So you're gonna beat his ass.
Like, I'm 100% like not about to be like Kevin Hart wife and be in the documentary talking about.
Okay, so what are you doing, ReRe?
You look
stupid. The only way that the outside world would know that he cheated on me is if he did it publicly and they saw it. Now,
okay, so what's your reaction? Kevin Hart cheated on you. What's your reaction? Kevin Hart cheated on you. What's your reaction?
First of all, he's short.
I ain't asked you all that. Kevin Hart cheated on you. Kevin Hart, one of the biggest comedians in the world, worth X amount of billions, whatever. Kevin Hart cheated. No, I just want to know reactions.
All right, put a control in it.
She already said her answer. She said she's saying I'm going to
All right.
Put a control in the experiment.
So listen,
you in a relationship with the guy that work at the truck stop, and he out here cheating.
And embarrass the shit out of you.
And be for real.
She said, Tab said, no.
If he's taking care of me, I'm not going to leave him. I will check him.
Okay, so stop. Before we go any further, Santana.
Yo.
We kicked this off with the entanglement shit saying exactly that. A lot of what goes on in a man's worth is how he can provide. That's what kicked all of this off. You're telling me that you would consider and you would definitively from you stand if he providing for you. How do you think that makes a man feel knowing, fuck it, I'm providing for her? Or fuck it, she ain't going nowhere. Or she only staying because of the bread.
I wasn't going nowhere. You cheat one time, you get caught. We having that conversation and we go.
But does that work for ReRe up the block though? If it works for ReRe up the
block. You gotta go.
I got a story for y'all.
What you mean?
But listen, if it worked for ReRe,
if it want for second chances, but I had a conversation with this beautiful mother of mine, and apparently I need to stop being so hard on men and give them a second chance.
Well, that was the point of the mental health. That was the point of the mental health. That was it wasn't the women bashing. The point of the mental health episode was to give y'all a different perspective. What I talked about was the fact that men deal with, and we internalize our depression, our mental health, our feelings, not by being vulnerable, not by going out here and talking, not by opening up, because that's usually not how it goes. What we do in the chain of events goes, I'm gonna pour into you. And my idea of pouring into you is, I believe that you want to and need and deserve a good man. So I'm showing you by how I treat you, how I provide for you, what I do, the time that I can never get back and sacrifice for you, how much I care for you. And when you don't then reciprocate the energy and you give me those vibes of fuck your business or whatever, or I ain't doing this, or I would rather be here or whatever, and now you're staying or you're sticking around due to my providing, all you're showing me is, as long as I provide and my worth is not based on my potential, it is based on your comfort and what I can provide. And that creates a stigma. So when you see us in our heads, when you see us thinking, when you see us down in our feelings, a lot of the times it's not another woman. It's not another nothing. What it is we have to figure out the next move. We have to figure out how to make you happy, because you've shown us this ain't it. I have to make this dream work now because you've given me the doubt vibes. And if I fail, you win. And I don't want that. And now I'm looking at you as an enemy, because there is some people out there that say, yo, male and female, yo, you got it. Keep going. And I feel a different type of energy off of you that's fucking me up. So now not only am I coming home and I'm feeling some kind of fucking way, and I'm looking at you some kind of fucking way, and it still ain't going nowhere, whatever, but my worth still is in how well I can make this dream work.
Why would you say
Please explain y'all faces, because
I can't relate to that, because
why would you stay with her is what I'm confused about.
I said I understand what he's saying, but I can't relate to that because that's not me.
You're saying, you listen, what you're saying, Key, is what you're saying is if you dating somebody and that man selling water, you selling water with him.
Any man I date, I get them feelings. I'm not worried about them blocking their feelings and hiding nothing from them. They talk to me, so I can't relate to that.
Right. But again, you're single now? Okay. So
first of all, don't put her business in the street.
No, I'm just asking because listen, I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying.
He tried it.
No. I'm being honest. Like I said, I don't care how I'm perceived. I don't care what people say. I know people feel a certain way. I'm giving you the real. Men internalize in a different way. You may feel that man is pouring into you some real shit, and I may give you, like, matter of fact, I'm very transparent on here. I may give y'all some bits and pieces. That ain't my life. That ain't what I'm really dealing with. That ain't everything that I'm holding in. I see everything from my kids. I see everything from my father. I see everything from the peers around me. I feel that. I know what your friend's life is like. I know what your life was like as a child. What I'm trying to do here is for me and our family. And when I cannot express that, when I can't give you all of that, and I can only deal with that by getting up every fucking morning and giving you all the energy that I got that I don't want to give the rest of the world, and I give you all of this time and all of this shit that I can't get back, and I come home to, I'm sorry, I ain't cooked today. That crushes a nigga. It be really the little shit.
So, how long are you going to put up with that for?
Okay, listen. You say that as
how long are you going to put up with that for? Like, you
right.
don't have to stay in that situation.
So now that you said that, how long can you put up with that for? As a man, and you walk away from the woman you supposed to love, or the family you didn't build, or whatever the situation is, and it's based off of how you welcome me when I get home or what I'm treated. How do I look then? And where am I supposed to find? Matter of fact, what
like you want better?
Nah. Listen, let me tell you. Nah. Listen, I'm going back.
Nobody does that.
I'm going back to the beginning. Every movie you've ever seen, every book you've ever seen, every situation you have ever seen, when a man, movies depict life.
I think it's
okay, same shit, real life. Everything that you've ever seen, the narrative is always in all the movies. Girl, all the shits, every situation, girl can get away with. He ain't treating me right, girl, or he doing this, he doing that, and go over there. When a man sit back, it's simplified to he ain't shit, he want to fuck another bitch. That's it.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm telling you. All right, listen. All right, stop women. Santana, am I lying? Jason, am I lying?
Get out of here.
Listen, y'all can't tell us how men feel.
I ain't never seen
you can't.
I ain't saying you. We talking about this out
Listen, we're talking. We're telling y'all facts.
Are you saying in movies, or are you talking about in real life?
I'm talking real life situation.
You have to do what's best for your life, though. You can't be worried about what everybody else thinks about what's going on in your household in your bedroom. Like, who the fuck cares?
I tell my male friends that all the time. Leave that hoe.
What I'm saying to you, stop. Okay, listen. What I'm saying to you is every woman on here has that. Oh, if we argue, if we going through it, you gonna sit in that corner until we work it out type of mentality. Or our fathers back in the day, or this is how the situation worked, and blah blah blah. And my father provided, and my father did this, and back in the day did. There's a stigma, and there is a presence that is put on a man that is supposed to be the backbone and not show those weak emotions of I just need to deal with my mental health myself and whatever.
So I think that's different. No, I feel like it has to be different because for me, and I won't lie, like I'm real stubborn. And if I'm done, like I think my Chicago really comes out when I'm just like, hey, just stop talking to me because I'm about to get real reckless. Like that happens, and I'll admit that 100% because I'll go for so long. Like I'm one of those people. Like I don't like to build the story myself. So like with my husband, like we've been together for quite some time, but like we've only been married 3.5 years. And so even with that, I'll say like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. So like if you could break it down to me, then we can move forward. However, I'm also an asshole in the fact that if we having a conversation and you're choosing not to tell me, and I'm the woman you're supposed to be able to tell these things with, and if you bring it up to me 6 months from now, I'm not gonna say that I would have had the same reaction to it as I would have 6 months ago, because there's been 6 months of life that happened. However, if you're married to me, you should be able to drop your guard and not worry about what everybody else is thinking. Now, if you have a woman that's just dismissive of everything that you're saying, then that's different. But if you married me and I'm supposed to be the person that you confide in, why are you worried about what society might look at as
it's not, listen,
or whatever the case is?
So let me tell you how it happens.
House.
Let me give you an example of how it happens. Let me give you an example of how it happens and what I mean, right?
I already know what he's gonna say.
No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it happens. Our communication, we may, like, if I sit back to you and I say, hey, listen, I'm about to fucking blow up. I got this idea. I'm finna do this, that, and the third. In a second, you go, okay. I'm never talking to you about it again. You just shown me there you did not believe. What you think is talking to you and coming to you, you have shown me a couple times without having to have and go deep into it. You could give a fuck less. That's what I'm
exactly,
about.
but that's not the same type of woman, because the woman that you're with, that you should be with, or that's supposed to be supportive, like, what is it? Let's move forward to the next thing. Like, I've come to my husband with stuff like, as you know, D, I'm in school about to finish my PhD, and it's in sports management, which is not something that, like, women, it's not an area that women are in. However, when I come to him and I talk to him about stuff that's going on in sports management and in my sports stuff, because he's interested in sports as well, he listens. When he comes to me about stuff that he's interested in, like real estate or whatever the case is, I listen. Again, it's not something that I'm quote unquote interested in or want to talk about or know nothing about, but I'm not about to tell him, like, oh, okay, cool. Right. I'm like, when is your book coming? Are you studying for it? When is your class? Like, that's the kind of partner you want.
Right.
If your partner
Every
is not
situation,
that, then maybe they're not the partner.
And
for
I
you.
absolutely agree with you. You are 100% right. In the real relationship, that is how it goes. I am talking about experience after experience after experience. What I'm talking about is watching an enthusiastic woman go crazy and all right, if I have to watch you, or if you can get excited for and put the energy into dissecting a Cardi B song, right? Just the small shit. If I can watch you go online and you can do all of these things, and you can watch tutorials, you can do all this, whatever, right? Hoopla, you get dressed, the effort you put in, and you don't then put the same effort into your relationship, how am I supposed to take that? It's the little things.
No, exactly. Like, no,
right.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I'm not
like,
saying it's every relationship
that you shouldn't be with.
Right. And I'm agreeing with you.
When the whole thing about that, right? The whole part about I just deal with it, whatever. That's not a healthy relationship.
That's your choice.
If
you making your own mental, you making your own mental illness if you stay in a situation like that, knowing you don't want to be there. You taking yourself out.
No, it's not that you don't want to be there. I'm gonna take it.
Even if you love that person, you gotta love yourself. I'm gonna
take it back to the beginning. I'm gonna take it back to the beginning, right? Y'all are the same people that sat back and said that ain't what it is, and so on and so forth, right? With the dressing and how it's perceived, whatever, right? How you give me, or the energy you give me as my woman, am I supposed to wait for it? Am I supposed to read into it? Am I supposed to look at it as face value or whatever? Because judging off of what y'all said, everything ain't face value. That don't mean I don't think you don't care. We've had the conversations, but we've had the conversations.
If you had a conversation and nothing changed, then now it's your turn to say, okay, I'm going to stay and I'm going to deal with it, or I'm going to walk out that door. Who's just going to keep having the same conversation over and over again? Nobody want to keep talking about the same thing over and over again.
But again, I agree with you 100%. Historically, and coming from somebody that says men are privileged in a relationship, men are taught to be the backbone, the stone face, hide your feelings. So now we not. Why? Because we voiced ourselves? Because we feel some kind of, why are we not?
Woman is the backbone. I mean, y'all gonna handle, you know what I'm saying, take care of the household, whatever, pay the bills, all that, whatever. But when it comes down to the person who's strong in their relationship, it's that woman. Because you telling me that your mental illness is telling you don't want to talk about your issues.
No, my mental illness. Listen to what you're saying.
Everything
that you're saying is my point. You're sitting back telling me that the woman is the backbone, the woman is this, the woman that. So I'm supposed to, as a man now, because you ain't bitching and you ain't complaining and you happy and you doing your things. That's my whole point. As a man, I cannot then come to you and say, I ain't feeling like working today. don't feel like this. You ain't
not?
breathing no life.
Why can't you?
Because
Why not?
you gonna sit back and you gonna tell me, nigga, if you don't get your ass up and go get that bread, I'm home taking care of the kids. I'm doing you're doing it.
You done had in your life?
Shorty,
I feel bad.
Shorty, you're saying it. You saying I'm the backbone, I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm doing this, that, and the third, blah, 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 right?
But I'm not.
I'm supposed to take that as a man and then reduce myself to being the feminine one?
Maybe take a break.
No. I'm supposed to be the feminine one.
Extended break. Take your
All
ass
right.
around the weekend.
So listen, you get any days off? You get days off raising your child or raising a household or whatever. I know every woman in here gonna say, "No, I got this 24-hour thing. I don't get
I
nothing."
do. I drop him right off to him. What you
Right.
mean?
All right.
Dad,
So prime example. I know that man. Listen, I know that man well. We be up gaming, we be up streaming, we be up editing clips, we be up talking, we be doing a lot of shit. To then turn around, babysit, be a man, cook, mow the lawn, wash the car, make time to be daddy, doing all this. Listen, all that go on.
He know how to know, nigga. I'm tired too. I be like, all right. Well.
So my point is, when you get tired, who can you lean on? That man right there, right? Right? That man right there.
On my mama.
Huh?
He lean right on my mama.
And he's supposed to. But my point is, as a man, he can be, and I know this for a fact, that man can be tired. That don't mean he gonna sit back and tell you, shit, I don't feel like it. He gonna suck it the fuck up.
Nah, you don't know my daddy. You don't know my daddy.
I know the other conversations.
When I go get my nails done, that nigga would be like, no, I don't feel like it. Or no,
so I will say, I disagree with you. I disagree with you on like the woman being the backbone.
You're weak for that. Really?
I do disagree with you a little bit on you saying the woman is the backbone. I feel like in a relationship, it needs to be a partnership, period.
Absolutely.
Yes, if the thing has become like a financial thing versus a household thing, but I feel like I've seen where even though my father is quiet and like chill, he's still the backbone of our house. Now, Dee's met my mom. She talking, she inviting you to church, she want to talk all the time, like she keep going, but at the same time, like the conversations that they have afterwards for the house, like my father's still like the head of our household.
ReRe.
But women can be strong and they should be the next.
ReRe, women are ridiculously
but you got to move forward.
ReRe, let me ask you a question. And I'm gonna suggest something. Why do you think your father's quiet?
My father is quiet. I mean, like when we talking in a conversation.
Why do you think your father? You said listen.
My dad is a man that says what he needs to say,
absolutely,
how he feels, and then he's done with it.
Okay.
My dad is not one of those those people who talks in a circle. Like he's not about to say the same thing over and over.
So
again.
you're saying
it's gonna get done, and then he move forward.
So you saying what I'm saying? Most men, and this was my point. Most men will say it. I'm never bringing it up again. Once you show me.
No, not like that. I meant like in general. Like if my dad feels a way about something, my mom knows that he feels a way about it.
I'm sure most women know when their man feels some kind of way.
Talk about it. If he feel a way about something, he'll tell me about it. Like he's very much in tune with how he feels about something, whether he likes it or don't like it. And you know if he like it or don't like it. You know how he's feeling about stuff. You know how he feels about retiring. Like he's very honest with his feelings, and that's the issue. Men need to be honest with how they feel about stuff.
So let me break it.
About me
let me give you a male's perspective. You were 100% right. What I'm saying is exactly what you're saying. At some point, you let a woman be a woman, and you do and pacify the feelings out of love in that relationship. It sucks, but men are conditioned to be quiet. We be firm. Like you're never gonna tell me.
That's not the truth.
It is.
Because my father-in-law is the opposite. My father-in-law talks all the time. You know every feeling.
And there's always an exception.
He keeps running it back
but
and
what
forth.
I'm saying
He's
is
always talking.
But what? Okay, so listen. Let me stop. And I always do this so that I'm not the only one talking.
Did I do that?
I always do this so I'm not the only one talking. Santana. Without divulging all your personal information or whatever, how do you deal with your problems?
Deal with my problems depends on who I got the problem with.
Okay, I'm talking specifically in your household. How do you deal with your problems at this point in your marriage or whatever? How do you deal with your problems?
Oh, we talk about that. I let her know.
And then what?
And then we talk about it, we come to a solution. If the solution ain't had, a solution gonna be had after that.
What you mean by that?
Forward or left or right? Huh?
What you mean by that?
No, if I got a problem and we talk about it, and it ain't handled, and I got to talk about it again, it's gonna be handled then.
Depending on
but
the
I'm
problem.
gonna keep it moving. How I'm gonna keep it moving, or you gonna keep it moving? How you keep it moving? But the problem gonna get handled. Point is, I bring it up and I say how I feel. So whatever you do after that, you know how I feel.
Jason, how do you deal with your problems?
Same thing with me.
I'm a little different.
How do you deal with them?
I mean, I argue about it, and then I pretty much internalize it after that, and don't even bring it up too much more. And I might be an asshole about it. I'm more passive aggressive about it. We argue about it, we agree to disagree, and that's that.
So, is it safe to say?
What it is.
So is it safe to say?
How do you deal with your problems? No, everybody else answer. How do you deal with your problems?
I'm a very vocal person, as y'all know. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 every time, but the consensus to me, and this is how I deal with my problems. I've learned. It doesn't matter what I say, and not for nothing, but y'all are kind of prime examples of what I'm saying. As a man sitting here, and I can describe to you what it is like to be in a position to let your feelings out and say something. The second I'm met with resistance of you saying, nah, that ain't it, why would I continue talking?
No, it's not resistance. It's saying what I said.
It's dismissive. It's dismissive.
But no, I think that you're taking it like, as in what you're saying is, what I'm saying is that you're wrong. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying
I didn't say that at all.
No, I don't think you said it. I said it's coming off that way. The way that I'm saying is that, like, if you have the space and you're feeling some type of way and you tell me about it, we can move forward from there. However, we know that men internalize things, but if you're expecting me to just know, then that's not realistic. But what is realistic is that if I'm your partner and you trust me and you tell me what your feelings are, then there's an understanding. And if I don't it from there, or if I dismiss your feelings, then maybe I'm not the partner for you. But there has to be more of a communication. I can't
let me tell you what I mean
about your shirt and you don't ever tell me that it's wrong. That you don't,
let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean, ReRe. What I mean is if I come to you and I say, hey, listen, I've been internalizing. I've watched some things. I've seen some things. I tried to come to you. I seen this. I seen that. This is how I feel. I don't really know what to do, but I've been internalizing. And I am met with, well, if you expect me to know and I don't do this and this, after we're done with that, because I've said it, I'm like, again, even in the context of this conversation, talking to 3 women, I'm talking to 3 women and I'm saying this is absolutely how I feel and what I see. It really is not a conversation after that, because I don't have to come to you and tell you anything. I can continue to be quiet and not say shit. That vulnerable side that comes out and says,
you though.
But that's your fault.
It's my fault it's my fault that the entire time that I've come to you and I've been bluntly honest with you and I said, hey, this is what it is, and what I got back in return is
5 times. Like, you come to this.
Why I gotta do it 5 times?
Okay, I'm tired of this.
Why I gotta come 5 times though? Why do I have to repeat it 5 times?
But you don't have to.
You shouldn't have to. But sometimes you got a female that ain't nothing.
Ain't listening.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna sit there and keep on repeating it and messing up your own, now you got the mindset, okay, I'm just gonna be like this with all women, because if she did it, then the next one gonna do it, and the next one gonna do it.
No, it's not about that.
That's pretty much what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I said is, I ain't pointed to no man up here that ain't in his relationship and ain't in his household doing what he's doing. What I said was, after we have a conversation, first time, second time, third time, y'all said 5 times or whatever, and I know it's just a number, but after I've said it, either way, after I've said it a couple times, what incentive do I have to do that again? Why would I continue?
See, that's what we're saying. You don't need an incentive.
Exactly.
If you're saying that you said the same thing to your woman over and over again and she's not listening, then, and you stop the communication, from that,
it's not stopping the communication.
It's on her at that point.
It's not stopping.
I'm saying it's on her at that point because she's not listening. But how long? Why would you continue to stay with a person who's clearly not communicating?
I'm just listen. I'm not saying this right. I'm not saying this. What I'm saying is, I'm saying talk to 9 out of 10 men.
They clearly don't care.
Listen, I'm saying talk to 9 out of 10 men, not boys. But talk to 9 out of 10 men. what happens is, and I'm just explaining, I'm not saying what's right, how it should be handled, whatever. I'm saying that if you talk to 9 out of 10 men, what we do is we bring it up, we'll discuss it in depth. We'll talk about it. We'll do all this. We give you all the opportunity to know and let us inside. But once those changes are not made, it's bitching at that point. And to be fair, we feel the same way about women. If you continue to come to me with a problem, and you, whatever the case is, it becomes nagging. It's just fair. Men
I'm
don't
gonna come to you twice. If you don't fix the problem, third time's a charm.
Right.
You gotta go.
So now,
I'm not gonna.
So now, glad you said that. So glad you said that. Women tend to have that freedom of movement or whatever, and I know
y'all do too.
Listen, I hear you, but
why don't you guys have that?
Because the male history of a man, the male of the household, the man. We're talking about families. We're talking about structure.
So you just gotta put up with whatever. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying when your daddy is there, quiet and doing his shit and handling his business, and all the women that have that structure sit back and say, our daddies didn't raise us like this. Our daddy was structured this way. Our household was moving this way. This is what my daddy did. This is what a man looks like. This is my perception. This is what it is. Well, seldom do you ever hear, and you will listen. You will never hear, never hear that a man was the one that broke up that family, that walked away from that situation, and this, that, and the third. You don't.
It's not the truth.
That's not true. Why not? I've heard and seen it. So why not?
Yeah.
There are men that walk away from.
To each his own.
It's just.
To each his own.
That you know for a fact that it is not 100% that men don't go out of relationships. You know that happens. Men break up with women. That's not the truth. Like, that's literally just not the truth.
I didn't say men don't. What I said was most men, 9 out of 10. I didn't say that one, but 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. No, that's not true.
Okay, so lower it. So
you got some that's gonna stay, and you got some that's like, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna go get this other female. No.
No.
It's you making up this scenario in your head. Right now.
I'm not.
That's not true.
Listen, there are men that work and they ain't getting their dick sucked every day. Ain't getting a cooked meal every day. Ain't getting massage. Listen. So stop. Listen, stop. Listen. There's men that come home with a frustration, not getting their dreams supported, not getting that life brought into them.
Women doing the same thing, and she ain't sitting on face every day.
Can I finish, Key? Can I finish, Key?
Help me understand.
Can I finish? My point is, the men that are sitting around, the family, the men that are building and so on and so forth, we've learned to internalize and accept it. That's it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying that majority of men learn that I'm not no bitch. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get down 10 toes down. I'm gonna handle my business, and I'm gonna move accordingly. That's it.
Okay, so this is a real question. When you thought about like how you perceive things and how you move as a man, you learned from outside sources, right? It wasn't from a woman. You probably learned from other men.
No,
not saying your father, but other men. You've seen other men who have been in your life. You model yourself after what you see.
I'm learning.
A woman didn't make you that way. You learn it from what you see in the outside sources.
So that women dictate a lot of men's movements. Y'all pretty much
don't blame it. Don't put blame.
Am I lying?
So then that means that men dictate a lot of women's movements?
No.
Okay, because I know a couple men that love to dictate women's movements.
Men's value. Y'all are bringing it full circle to me. Y'all are bringing it full circle.
In order for there to be in most happy marriages, you'd be like, damn, buddy, kind of a bitch. Like, he don't never just say nothing.
Docile, which is docile.
Oh, Lord.
Docile.
Okay.
Which is why I said, why is your father, which is why I said, and I bring up the point, why is your father quiet and so on and so forth.
We're like, I just wanted to type.
Hey, matter of fact, listen, I'm gonna end it here. I'm
in public so they don't embarrass their family, but I'm sure they say something when they get home.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Guys that just say okay.
Hey, I'm gonna dead it here.
I know a lot of dudes that say okay, but when they get home, they do be.
I'm gonna dead it here.
Hey, you gonna do this?
I'm gonna kill all this right here. I'm gonna kill all this conversation and back and forth and rebuttal right here. The saying is happy wife, happy life. Never in your life have you ever heard happy man, happy marriage or no shit like that. It is literally happy wife, happy life. And when you learn that, you say, all right, what am I doing?
That's childish.
It may be. I didn't say it was the right thing to do. Y'all keep saying
that's the consensus out there.
Real life. God damn it.
Y'all keep saying it as though, yeah.
I said that because I wasn't.
Y'all keep saying it as if I'm saying that it's right and it's healthy.
I say to that.
The reason I did last episode.
Goddamn, it just happy you and upset me getting the fuck out of here. That's just how I feel.
So listen,
keep it a bean. I'm up.
Times, nigga.
So you can be happy by yourself. I'm out. I ain't
what you say, Jay? Listen.
I said Santana shut the fuck up so many times. Fuck out of here. Yo ass, it's so many times where your wife, but you just shut the fuck up. Like, you know what?
Well, listen, the reason why I'm saying all of this is the reason for episode 8 was
don't say it like that.
The reason for episode 8 mental health was exactly this. There are conversations and things that needed to be had in regards to men. This is a lot of information that I don't think women really have heard or whatever. It's probably unpopular amongst our women, but we really do give a fuck. We really do care, whatever. But a lot of what we do, we internalize, we choose to, whether it's right or wrong, we choose to sit back and say, well, what the fuck can I do? What the fuck can I, like, all right, most of the time it's, let me shut the fuck up, get down and get on my business. It's never, well, shit, I ain't gonna say never, but it's hardly ever for real men, you know what, man, let me continue to talk about this and beat this dead horse. So let me continue. No, we sit back and we see what we see and we deal with it how we deal with it. And majority of the time.
There was a comment that someone put in here. Like, it just shows like how women and men just communicate differently.
Absolutely.
And how we understand and internalize things differently. Because at the same time that you're saying men internalize feelings and blah, 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 women internalize things too that they don't always talk about. I think it can go both ways. And I don't think either is right or wrong.
Absolutely.
But I'm just a person that I don't always say how I feel about stuff.
Right.
I keep a lot.
If I just know, and I also have to check myself. I'm like, you know what? When I say these words, they're out there forever. So I'm one of those people who kind of thinks about it, and then I'll say it when I feel like I'm more calm to say it, so as not to keep that energy in the marriage.
ReRe, did you watch last episode?
I just don't say.
Did you watch last episode? The mental health one?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that regard, what I referred to was the meme that had the woman and the man laying next to each other. And the woman said, in her thoughts in the meme, it said, oh, I think he's cheating on me. He think about that bitch. And the man was like, damn, I got to fix this. I got to get this. I got to get this money, or, I got to, whatever. And that's what I'm saying when I say internalize. I truly believe that when we get to that point where we buckle down and we stand on our shit and we start to move forward, that there are women and there's a perception that there's women involved. A lot of the times when men sit back, we value and we look at ourselves. Every man you ever gonna meet is gonna look at ourselves and question, can you get down on one knee and propose to her the right way? Is the proposal the right way? Does the family like me? Am I the biggest? Am I the baddest? Am I pleasing her? Do I provide this life? Is she happy? Should I do this? Should I buy flowers today? A lot of what pressure we get on ourselves consists of happy wife, happy life. And that's what I'm saying. It's rarely ever, including the bills, including the 50-50, including all of these things that you bundle up, is rarely ever solely about my own personal problems, which also comes into play with when you're unhappy or the relationship isn't working. A lot of the times men are sitting back and saying, shit, fuck, can I do better? How can I be better? Regardless of me coming to you and saying I deserve and I need this. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying with the mental health is there are things that women don't understand that real men deal with. It's easy to walk away. I agree. I ain't happy here, I'm gone. That to me is what you're describing, and you're describing as an ain't shit father, as an ain't shit nigga, as a motherfucker that has privilege, so to speak, to leave. We as men.
Do you think women don't do the same thing?
You say what?
Do you think women do not do the same thing as far as like thinking, hey, how can I make this man happier? What can I do? How can I help him out?
I do. I believe that. Listen, I said it before. The shoe fits, but I believe that there are women. My point of view was, if I'm in a relationship with you, and I'm asking you to support my business, or I have to continue to tell you to breathe life into me, or we have to continue to have that conversation over something that somebody in my page or on my business is giving me for the free, how do you think that makes me feel? It would be no different.
Like they should be supporting you off top because that's your partner.
That's what I'm talking about. So what we're saying is essentially, as a man, how many times and why should I have to ask, damn near beg you for, on any level, the things that I'm giving for free? And I would think that women feel the same way. If you're getting attention, if you're getting loved, if that guy at your job is complimenting you every morning and you walk past a man that don't say shit about you or that puts you down and makes you feel some kind of way or make you feel like you ain't worth it or ain't, you know what I mean? You're gonna feel some kind of way. The difference is most women, some women do stay, so don't sit back and try to kill me like, oh no, I did this. No, most women get the fuck up out of there. Men,
after a while, everyone has their breaking point.
Right, when you reach your breaking point. But what I'm saying is men, the difference in the differences is most men get to the point where, let me figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong, or let me we don't necessarily go for the easy out like they may think. We go to, shit, let me make this work. That's what I'm saying. All of this conversation is
but women do the same thing. Women do the same thing.
I didn't say y'all don't.
The thing that you just said about like men try to like fix it or whatever the case is, and people reach their breaking point or whatever the case is. I just think you reach a breaking point about different things. And I feel like that's where the difference in like the kind of what needs to be addressed is like a breaking point is different for men than it is for women. Like a woman's breaking point could be this whole list of other things that mean nothing to a man, which is why it's causing her to reach a breaking point. And the same thing can be with a man. Like this whole list of things that make him get to his breaking point may mean nothing to me.
Right.
But
which reminds me of a meme, right? I seen this post that said men that don't cheat, don't abuse, that provide for their family, aren't rapists, that cook, treat women as equals, etc., are not special. It's what you're supposed to do. Right? So why is
baby, he's special because there ain't too many of them out here.
Listen, I'm just telling you what was out there. And I'm telling you as men that sit here and do all those things or whatever the case is, or try to provide them things.
Yeah, it will make y'all feel some type of way.
Right. So if you're reading this, or if the signs are not online, fuck the memes. If I'm walking around here and I know factually I'm providing for you, I know factually I'm taking care of you, I'm going out of my way to make sure that you're straight, I'm going out of my way to make sure that this household is good, and so on and so forth, and you're treating as if every man out there can offer you this, or you're just the prize, that's wild. It's gonna fuck.
Okay, so what you just described is basically that whole, and I know people go back to this and it's whatever, but it's like a love language. Like for you, it's I'm paying the bills, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, so she should be fine. And for her, it could be something completely different that makes her fine. And so I think that is important. And actually, me and my husband had to do the whole like love language thing. Like, what ways do you feel loved and supported? Because I feel like that's important in relationships. And like you feel like giving me gifts, making sure the bills are paid, or whatever the case is the way that I feel like you love me and that everything should be fine with me. But maybe my thing isn't that.
Right.
And I feel like it could be
so love language. Like, love language being brought up by you. What I'm saying to you is majority of the men that you would discuss and you would talk to and have this conversation with, me, Santana, Jay, and some others, Brandon, whatever. Most of what we feel, our worth comes in how we provide. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Like your feeling of worth comes in how you provide, and you feel like that as long as I can do that, then no. Straight.
No. That's the misconception. No, that's the misconception. What I'm saying to you is we may want to love on you. We may want to sit up Netflix and chill. We may want to rub your feet and that be our love language and etc. But what I'm saying is all the tolerance, all of the things and the life that's breathing to you, from your hustle to your job to the food that's made to whatever's going on, the energy in the house tends to go back to the point I made before, which was you're going to tolerate and deal with it and go hard for it as long as you're provided for it. She said it herself.
No, that's not what I'm like. The love language part is not how you show me love. It's how I accept it and how I internalize
and
your
most
love.
women and most women.
So like when you were saying my worth, it's not most women. When you were saying my worth, and I feel like my worth is on when I provide, and that's when blah, blah, like that whole thing. Maybe that's great, and you feel like because I'm doing all these things, then that means like it should be in line like that, and your worth is in like I feel like you're saying that you feel women's worth of a man is in how he can provide.
Yes, I am saying. I'm saying that every man on this panel right now and probably in the comments believes in some way, shape, or form that even if I treated you, if I approached you and I was sweet, good morning, beautiful, even if I came to you and I massaged you, even if I sat back and I treated you the way that you want to be treated or whatever, I would still get dismissed if that element is gone. My word.
But women have a different version of that.
That's not true. I just told you I married a man that didn't have nothing, but he treated me wonderfully.
Are you married to this day?
Yes, we still married.
But it's a different word.
I thought you were single,
you
man.
feel like that, but a woman feels like her worth is in how she takes care of the kids, how she takes care of the house, blah, 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 blah. And if those are things she's focusing on. So I feel like everybody puts themselves in a box of this is where my worth comes from. Men and women. Like you don't think that women who can't have kids get dogs because they're supposed to be able to like provide, or women who don't know how to cook don't get dogs because they're
let's get back to listen. All of that is valid. All of that is valid. All of that is valid, right? Now, let's go back to WAP, whatever, WAP, right? Let's go back to it. The song is about, or the song essentially says
about sex. Okay, go ahead.
Not just sex, but specific sex. They need a big dick nigga, right? Big dick nigga, right? Big dick nigga. That's the energy put out there. Anaconda, so on and so forth, right? My point in all that is, if you a little dick nigga out here, you feeling some kind of way today. If the energy, no, I'm just giving you. I'm giving you.
There are some women who married to little men, and they marry
and I know everybody can't be well endowed, but what I'm saying is, if you're a little, what I'm saying is, what you cannot discredit, whether you're married to him or not, that man wakes up every day and knows that he ain't blessed like that. Therefore,
so then I can't sing to a song because you don't have it.
I know. I can guarantee you that every man has been in a car with a woman that sang a song and kind of looked at her sideways, like, "Is you talking to me?"
Well, that's your self-conscious.
So why you?
Either way, if he got a either way,
you killing me with this because everything you saying goes back to how a man is feeling about himself. That's your self-conscious. You can be in the car with me talking about the biggest booty in the world, and I know my booty ain't big. I'm not gonna feel no type of way.
Y'all are on here. Y'all are on here on the continuation of episode 8 because episode 8 was about how we feel. Yes, I'm talking about how men feel. I'm telling you, and everything that y'all are doing are trying to poke holes in my theory and everything else. I'm telling you firsthand, regardless of how you may perceive it or what your intentions are, how men internalize. It does not matter.
So then if I know you got a small penis, I feel like
listen. Bottom line is this. Listen, as a woman, ReRe.
It's a blame on us, like y'all did this stuff. It's your fault.
Kiki, Tab, Ree. If you know your man got a little thing and you playing all that big dick energy, you're not gonna tell me that man ain't gonna feel some kind of way or think you. I don't care what you talking about.
The real nigga, he ain't finna feel like
you supposed to listen. You supposed to tear that song up, baby. It ain't even like that.
Come on now. If you that self-conscious that you feel some type of way because of something that I'm listening to, then maybe you don't need to sleeping with you.
So you telling me he shouldn't feel some way? You telling me a little dick nigga ain't supposed to feel some kind of way about listening to you? You sing, I'm a rider, and it's got to be a rider kinda. Y'all naive.
What you worried about? I can sing
but here's the thing.
But guess what?
If I'm still going home with you, then why do you feel away?
Like I don't understand that.
You're saying that as if you're saying that as if you're saying that as if being home. Let me flip it. Let me flip it. No. Let me flip it.
The same thing to you. if you in the car,
It is. It really is, Ava.
She got a flat booty.
No, it's not, Ava. No, it's
it
not.
is. Listen.
No, it's not.
Listen, ReRe. Let me tell y'all something. Based on your theory, ReRe, based on your theory, if I'm coming home to you, based on your theory, there are a lot of women out there that can watch a man be in the house and absolutely go ape shit over fucking social media. There's absolutely women out there that feel some kind of way because a man has or is looking at pictures on Instagram or following this bitch, but he's home.
That was my next point.
Gee,
I'm the female that's gonna be like, let me see.
No,
every female
double tapping pictures, but
we can say every female.
We next
Santana,
to you.
full of shit.
Wait, so
y'all so full of shit.
I'm doing this. I'm trolling.
So it's the same thing.
But I'm next to you. What you feel insecure about? I'm next to you, ain't I?
But if I'm
waking
on
up to you, ain't I? What you care about? What I like?
First of all,
it's not the same.
Because I'm trying to use my words on me because I've always been the female that I'm trying to look in the phone and see too.
But
I'm helping it feel insecure.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
complaining about my man liking pics on Instagram, and that's the issue. And he's complaining about me liking niggas with gray sweatpants on all the time so I can see. That's the same issue. Me singing a song in the car is not the same as you liking pictures of 17 naked hoes on Instagram.
It is if you said, but hey, I wanna look, park your Big Mac truck in this little garage. Listen,
it'd be different if she was laying next to you liking all these.
No. Fuck all that. Let me tell y'all something.
All the gray sweatpants.
Let me tell y'all something. Cause we on 2 hours going on this, right? Let me tell you something. If you sitting in the car with me and I ain't blessed, and you talk about park that Big Mac truck in this little garage, fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here.
And then sing that part loud as shit.
Man, turn up.
But if I'm
get out of here. Get out of. Listen.
So
say what you want.
I'm your issue.
And you're right, but you're not gonna act like
you don't know how I feel about it. I ain't like I done told you, nigga.
You should be happy about
man, listen,
that too.
let me tell you something. If you go to that man and you say, baby, but I'm sucking your little dick, he's still not gonna be happy. You just told me it's little. It doesn't matter.
Why would you
That's 100 times worse.
Gee. Just because, baby, I don't really want an anaconda. I like your little dick.
Only thing about Jesus and being a good man. Like, I can't even
no, ReRe, nobody's saying none of that.
Like, we can't do nothing about women. You can't dress a certain way. You can't listen to music. You can't twerk.
That's what we gonna we gonna get on IG and follow all the pastors.
Bruh,
just like
listen,
description.
Key,
read,
tab.
Okay,
y'all can listen.
We only double tapping Bible
pictures. Let me wrap this up, man. Let me wrap this up because y'all got me in my.
I'm on Instagram liking these videos. Hey, you know that's different.
Listen, let me wrap this up, man, because y'all got me in my bag. All I'm saying to y'all, listen. All I'm saying to y'all is, all I am.
I'm talking about insecurity,
bro. All I'm saying to y'all is, nobody's nobody's saying you can't sing the song. Nobody's saying you can't like the music. Nobody's saying you can.
With a stank face.
Don't sing it in front of him.
Hey, let me tell you something. If a woman, I'm dark. I'm very secure in my. Shut your ass up. I'm very secure in who I am, right? But if I'm with a woman that looks at every white man that comes on, you think I'm not gonna feel that she might be interested in white men?
Y'all do the same thing.
If you are his
boyfriend is constantly going on Instagram.
I know what I might be thinking in my head.
I know if you. I do know what you thinking. I know exactly what you thinking. Ooh, Thor. Ooh, Jax Teller. I know what you thinking. You told me. I know what you thinking.
But that don't mean I don't like chocolate too.
I know.
I can't like both of them.
But the fact that you said that you don't think, all right, as a woman, if we're walking in public or if your man, y'all know, I know factually y'all do that. If your man follows all the opposite of what you are, you're absolutely gonna say, shit, am I for him? Even if he home every day. Shit, you really like that.
Guess who with him?
Guess who with him? All right, listen, y'all capping. Y'all capping. I'm not. This was a terrible day. This was a terrible podcast. This was a terrible conversation. Y'all capping like a motherfucker today, bro. Y'all capping.
That's not the truth. I'm not capping at all. What I said was the truth.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
a feel
but I'm not gonna feel away because I like the same thing he likes. So let's look at it together.
All women like the same thing he like till he like it. Till he want to bring shorty
if
home.
My husband is walking by and
then you don't like her no more.
I'm like, dang, she got a fat ass, right?
And then
But I also know that I'm not a pancake, so it ain't like.
All right, but listen, Kiki talking about I like what he like. All right, well listen, let's bring shorty home. What you?
I don't like what he like, but I'm just saying.
Exactly, ReRe. So now, ReRe, with that comment alone, as a man, because you don't like what I like, I'm just not gonna throw that out there because now you think I want to bring that home.
I said I don't like what he like, but I can point out a girl who got a nice ass or like
all right.
I know him.
So
and I know that he likes ass.
All right, so ReRe, so in public, is he allowed to say, "Damn, look at her ass," or do you got to bring it up first?
It's both ways.
It don't go both ways. Men are conditioned.
I didn't say it goes both ways. It happened both ways.
Right.
It's happened, bro. You be like,
but he doesn't say it. I will say this. No, I will say this. He doesn't say it, but I see him look, and then I'll say something to let him know, like, nigga, I see you looking.
And why do you do that subconsciously? Because you know he's seen it and you seen it. You want to clear the air. It's not some shit.
No.
Yes.
It's more,
y'all do that.
Even,
listen.
It's not for me.
It is. Y'all do that shit to clear the air, bro. Y'all do that shit to clear the air. Women do that shit to go ahead and kill an elephant in the room. Like, shorty got a fat ass. I see she got a fat ass. I know he sees she got a fat ass. Let me bring it up so we can go ahead and clear that.
That's what I gotta bring it up first. A man can't bring it up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I say it to clear the air so that you know I see it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna move on. Like,
exactly.
So
you're saying you are doubling down on my original point. Most men do not feel comfortable at some.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's happening.
Listen. You're doubling down on my point. You're doubling down on my point. Most men are conditioned to understand when we're in public or whatever the situation is, I'm not going to point out this girl fat ass and how fat she is. I'll wait for you and we can have that conversation. But I'm going to shut the fuck up.
No problem. Move forward.
Same shit in the household. I learned to suppress what I'm saying to keep the peace. Happy wife, happy life.
No, that's not the same. That's disrespectful.
Don't dismiss what we're saying.
But that's disrespectful. You telling me like, hey, babe, look at that fat ass. Maybe I'm not that secure of a woman.
Why is it disrespectful?
I want my nigga pointing out somebody.
So why is it disrespectful when we do it, but not disrespectful when you do it?
But if we're in the house and you have an issue, talk to me about it. But if we in public and you like, hey, babe, bitches, no, because if I'm not that kind of woman,
bitches.
That's not me.
But what if it's really
that's different?
But what if it's really
you're looking anyway, right?
It's not about the win.
Right. So what if it's really bitches? I can't say that it's bitches. We both know that it's bitches.
If I'm not that kind of woman, then no, you cannot.
All right, so listen. So ReRe.
Then don't say it.
Okay, so now, if we in public, ReRe, if we in public and you say bitches, because you initiated, am I wrong to say that hoe is a bitch?
What?
Exactly. You judged her. You saw her. You said bitches. Yes, you did. In public, you call her bitch. But
no.
Yes, you did.
If I say that bitch got a fat ass, and you say this whole blah blah blah, that's not the same. If I say that bitch got a fat ass and you like, damn, she do, we move on. That's not being disrespectful. But if you telling me like,
but you said bitches, why she gotta be a bitch? Why you didn't say that holy woman?
If you're like, oh, this bitch got a fat
why
ass.
you didn't say that holy woman?
If I say that bitch got a fat ass, I'm not like, look at this weak ass bitch.
Right, but ReRe, why you didn't say look at that holy woman over there? Why you say bitch?
I'm gonna be like, look at that woman, a guy with that fat ass.
Exactly. No, so back to the original shit. If I see a woman in public, and her cheeks is out, and I say, look at that
with the heavenly cakes.
So if I see a woman in public,
when I walk up to my friends and I'm like, bitch, polka dots? Like, yes, bitch, polka dots.
Same as niggas,
that's
right?
how I talk. I'm not gonna be like, look at this woman of God with this nice set of things.
And in the same token, we're never gonna see a chick with her cheeks out and say, look at that holy woman either. Huh?
That's not the same.
Oh my God,
Why do you keep trying to make things fit into
it is. You said bitch. If you see him, you know bitch. And I say bitch.
I'm not going. Have a nice
I know
day.
y'all not going.
No.
I know y'all not going. Listen, I'm not finna keep going on with y'all ass. The bottom line is, women, y'all got anything else to say? I don't like none of y'all motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna tell you, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. None of y'all.
First of all,
None of y'all. Second of
we
all,
about to be friends forever. So whether you like it or not.
What you say, ReRe?
We friends. I said, first of all, we friends forever. So
we
whether
been
you
friends.
mad about it or not,
we been friends.
This is what's happening.
We been friends. I told you, I done known you for damn 10, 15 years. It's cool. But in the same token.
But I'm still gonna tell you when I think you're wrong.
Well, what am I wrong on? Tell me before we get off. What am I wrong on?
Not even that you're wrong, but not even that you're wrong, but that you're only looking at it one-sided. Like you're making it like man.
Read, motherfucker. Read. I'm only giving you male perception. You cannot tell me that's not how it is if I'm giving you male perception.
You can give me male perception
without blaming it on the woman.
Also realize that there's also female perception of everything that you're saying.
And female perception says a nigga's cheating on you if he's quiet. A nigga ain't shit if he leave. A nigga got privilege if he walk away.
If he leave, if I give him a reason to leave, then bye.
Yeah.
If you give him a reason, what
it?
Hey man, listen,
don't
it's all on women, bro.
Don't be sitting there smiling at your phone either now.
Man, but they could do it all day.
Watching that.
Face all in their phone.
I smile at my phone.
Selfie energy and all that. Listen, man, I don't really give a fuck. Bottom line is I feel how I feel. And if I feel offended, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell your ass.
Well, then hopefully and if you don't do that, then that's a problem for you.
And fuck your Shaq face back there. And who else? Stephen A. Smith? Who that? Kenny? Fuck them faces back there.
First of all, you know I like sports. And so I went to All-Star not to catch a man in my booty shorts, but I actually went because I enjoy
Why you
sports.
say it like that? Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that? If you wear booty shorts, you trying to catch a nigga, right?
Women won't ask me. Probably
why you say it like that? I ain't wear
church clothes.
I ain't wear my cheeks out to go catch a man. You said it.
We all
no, you said it. I was repeating what you were saying.
Y'all capping. Y'all full of shit tonight, man. I thought y'all was gonna come on here.
No, you said that. I said
hey. You wanted an argument. That's what you
Nah, I ain't want no fucking argument. I wanted y'all to come on here and say the real.
Crazy.
Hey, when you dress like a stripper on your birthday or you go out unholy, what are you going out to do?
What? Get my party on. What are you talking about?
Going out to be unholy. You ain't going to church. You ain't going to church.
You're right.
Going to do hood rat shit with the hood rat friends.
Exactly.
And I say that. I say that all the time. I'm like, hey guys, I want to go do hood rat shit.
I said that.
Exactly. I should have the freedom to do that.
So let me
I'm very honest.
So,
like, hey, I'll text my friends like, let's go do hood rat shit.
You know,
so if you go
on me
and back to my point, if you go out and do hood rat shit with your hood rat friends, and I call you a hood rat, is that disrespectful?
No, I was definitely a hood rat that day.
All right, so thank you. We back to the beginning. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear was somebody say that if I called you a rat,
my friends are hood rats.
You knew you was doing hood rat shit. Bald head hoe shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sis. Bald head hoe. If you
but
doing,
I ain't gonna be bald head that day. I got 30 bald head. They gonna be all around.
She said I ain't gonna be bald head that day. Hey, listen.
We ain't bald
the
head.
Consensus is if you do bald head hoe shit, don't get mad
with when I go out. So it ain't getting that far.
Cardi B.
I don't wear my ring.
Cardi B got one of those too. So
we in Houston. I ain't wearing that ring to nobody's club in Houston. That ring is too big, and my hand is too small, and niggas' eyeballs is too big. No.
But nobody cares about you being married. I've had that happen all the time. I got one of the biggest rings.
No, they like deal. I don't
speak on it. Talk your shit, then ReRe. Talk your shit.
What?
Talk your shit. Don't nobody care that you married. They still gonna push. Go ahead.
Yeah, they
try. Definitely try. No,
I just put a different ring on. I don't do people. I ain't got to do that.
You really don't. They'll be like, "You married? Let me take you on a better date." What, bro? I'm at Mariano's. Have a seat.
Man, and he only assumed you was married because you had that ring on your finger, but fuck, I know.
Not assumed.
Hey, Tab, what you got? I mean, I could throw a ring on. I don't mean I'm married, but listen. Tab, what you got? You got any closing arguments? Anything on your docket that you wanted to discuss that we haven't before we close this out? Any points?
I feel like I'm in the
No, I ain't saying nothing, Kiki. Kiki, ain't nobody talking to you yet. Time out, Kiki. I'm gonna get to you.
I think you're very, very strong with your opinions about what a man is and what a woman is, and I think you need to be a little bit more open-minded.
What is that? Explain to me what's open-minded if I'm giving you my position.
Give me your opinion off of your experiences, of course, but I feel like, I don't know, you have very strong opinions of like, oh, I'm a man, I'm going to provide, I'm going to be like this. And not every person is like that, though.
But I didn't say that I wanted to. What I said was, if you look at shit historically, like y'all are putting words in my mouth. Y'all are sitting back saying, listen, I want to sit home. I'm saying I want to sit home. I don't want to do shit. What does that make me? If I want to live off you, Tab, what does that make me? Give me one word.
Why would you want to live off me, and why would I allow that?
Exactly, because I'm a bum ass nigga if I do that, right?
No, not necessarily that you're bum. Maybe daddy daycare or something. Maybe I need you to be dedicated daycare. You know what I mean? Like other people have different dynamics.
Either way, so listen, so now, Tab, if I sit home and I do daddy daycare, and you go out and you make all the money and you do all this shit and you come home, who run that household if it's time to go and get the fuck up out of there, or who's got to get mad? You are a fucking lie, Kiki.
Oh, daddy still
listen,
run that house.
You wear the pants. That's the phrase, right? Wear the pants. Who wears the pants? Who wears the pants in the house if you provide, Tab?
Not just one or the other.
Y'all
just because I'm making the money doesn't mean I make the rules.
You capping.
That's not how that works.
Listen, there's a such thing as 50-50, and I agree with y'all there. Every relationship has what works for them. We're gonna agree there. Mm-hmm. But I'm also saying to you, and I will reiterate this shit. You're not gonna tell me that as a woman, you wearing the pants, you providing, you making sure the shit is good, and you come home and shit ain't in order. You're just gonna.
I'm wearing the pants. That's what that means.
Is it not? I'm sorry. Let me call it. Let me call it something else. Bring it home the bacon. Bring it home the bacon. Is that better?
I don't agree with that.
No.
I don't agree with that.
At all.
Oh, man. And if I choose him, then I'm going to hopefully still want to hear his input on everything, and he's going to help, and he's going to direct where our household is going. And if my children are small and he's doing the daycare thing, that's not going to be forever. You know what I mean? When they start going to school, I'm going to expect him to go out and get a job or do something. Because what is he going to be at the house?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You pay the bills in that. Listen, you pay the bills in that house, and we have a disagreement. Who leaving?
Why does anybody leave?
Oh my God! Listen, it happens. That's why somebody got to leave. If I don't agree, if we don't work out, and you pay the bills, who's leaving? Who runs that house?
Which room you want? The den or the bedroom? Like, what you about to say?
Listen, man, I'm not about to go back and forth with y'all. I'm not about to do this. Y'all, listen, Tab, what you describing about gender roles and all the rest of that shit.
Honey, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows and happy and all.
We agreed there. And I didn't, and we agreed there. But I said, if it's time to go, that means we've surpassed all the rest of that shit. Who's got to leave? Who runs that house? You make the money. You run the house. You ain't never leaving your spot.
Think of it with common sense. If he has no money and he can't pay the bills, why would he stay here?
Absolutely. So therefore, back to my original point. When we're talking about a man's worth.
The woman doesn't have the money. She
got to get out.
Meanwhile, in most marriages, in most situations, when it's time for a nigga to divvy up and get the fuck out of there, who's getting half in spousal support?
I feel like that only.
Man, they go both ways. We not even finna do that.
Man, y'all finna cap all fucking day. Y'all finna cap all day.
Now we get back to the celebrity stuff, and they all out there trying to get money
blah 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 blah. And people thought like he needed to be getting money. He was married to Mary J. Blige. Blah 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 blah.
And all right, so ReRe, is he not a bum ass nigga? Do you think he deserve it?
I think he did deserve it. Like if somebody is the breadwinner of the house and they're paying the bills, but I thought he was asking for some random stuff like my gym membership. Like I feel like that's dumb, but I feel like it's dumb when women do it too.
And your first expression,
opinion. I feel like both of them are dumb.
Right, but the fact that he's dumb and the fact that he comes off as a bum ass nigga and so on and so forth says everything I need to know. It just is.
No, I said both.
So
I said women who do that dumb stuff like
Jay,
I need my lipo twice a week. Like, nah, bro, you good? Like,
right. So
again, I said both. You just tried to not hear the other part.
Some men want their women and not have a job so that they can have control over them.
I know one.
I know some.
He got 100% control
Jay, what you
over
got?
her, baby.
Jay, what you got? Closing arguments, Jay.
Where's she gonna go? She ain't got no family here.
He's on her multiple times.
You got a choice.
She has no money, no income.
He really don't. He moved in her house and took over her crib.
Who did that?
Never.
There's a guy that I know that does this.
A nigga could never. I'm telling you.
See, that's. I feel like maybe it's just the kind of women or the kind of woman that I personally am. But I just can't.
I don't see how they take that.
I don't.
Whether she's trolling or not, that would never make sense to me.
Nope.
I just feel like I'm so logical with stuff. Like, and I know women get this thing that everything that they think about is like real emotional. But if something doesn't make sense to me, that really like irks my soul. So when things don't make sense, like I legit just don't get it. Like, why?
Yeah. I have men that have been like, oh, I want you to move in. I want you to quit your job. You can stay in my house and you do all the housework and stuff. And I'm just like, I like to work. I like to have my own money. Like, what if we don't work out? You know what I mean? What if we don't work out and I got a dip? Like, are you gonna pay for me to go get in another space or what? Like no, I like to have money and have that. You know,
I can't be in that space with nobody. I'm sorry.
There are some women who, you know, they do control a man.
I can't hear shit.
On my own, I don't need you to control me.
Exactly.
So money. So money is control.
You can't go here. You can't do this. You can't. You can't be with me. Bye.
Money is control. Whoever make the money control the relationship in the household, right?
Allow it to be.
I don't agree with that, G.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of what they talking about because it sounds as though.
I think personality makes who controls what.
I
feel like if you make all the money,
I think we have to
run over you, then that's different, or vice versa. Like,
I think we have
women who've gotten run over by men as well.
I think we have to have context, right? Some common sense here, right? If the relationship works for you, we've said this, we've all agreed. If the relationship works for you, it works for you. Some shit work for you that don't work for others, and so on and so forth. If your relationship works for the tangents and shit like that, as far as like who do what and blah blah blah, blah and so on and so forth, cool. All right, variables, got it.
Simply said that. I said what works for you works for you, but I was saying when people was lying, talking about it wasn't that, and they was definitely lying. Simply put,
there is not a man, in this world that would not feel inadequate if he is not pulling his weight. And majority of the time, the man usually has to walk into a relationship, be in a relationship, move in a relationship amongst all the family, friends, etc., bringing something to the table, and it's usually financial. That's
so we don't got to?
Key, if you get out of context one more time, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. No woman.
I won't even lie. I want my man to come to the table with something.
Absolutely.
Period. But I'm also, but it's because I know what I'm coming to the table with.
Right.
I'm not coming to the table with nothing.
Right.
So that is because I know that I can take care of myself.
Yes, right.
If I'm gonna get with somebody, I expect them to be able to bring themselves to the table with
absolutely.
Something.
And that's all I needed to hear, ReRe, because what I'm saying is most men internalizing mental health, feelings, etc., the inadequacies, the pressures of the world say, hey, I gotta come into the relationship established.
Because I do. Some women don't come with nothing and they expect the man to have everything. And I don't think that's right. However, I know that what I'm coming with, and that means that you should come with something.
And
too.
we addressed them.
Going out looking for a man I can take care of. Like, that's my son.
And we addressed them last.
That's not my man.
We addressed them last episode, which was the women that believe that all they have to offer is looking good, fat ass, so on and so forth. And we addressed them.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about women you would marry, not a weak bitch who's on Instagram trying to be a model.
Either way, contextual.
We can just pluck them out.
Like,
listen, every woman feel like they ain't that chick until a week, 2 weeks go by and that WAP pussy, whatever is supposed to save you or whatever you bring to the table, whatever you're not supposed to doing.
I am that chick.
Every woman feel that way until the nigga look at him like, you really see me here and you ain't gonna take this down. Every woman feel like they ain't that chick.
Please. I don't know. I can't relate. So on the parts I can't relate to, I would just say I can't relate.
And a lot of women can't. A lot of women are very sexual beings. A lot of women are go-getters. A lot of women are entrepreneurs. A lot of women are really about breathing life into their man.
I'm the coldest.
The one variable in all of this is no woman sets out for a little dick nigga, no money, broke ass, no intuition, no ambition ass nigga. That's all I'm saying. You have
and it should be the opposite. You shouldn't search for nothing, whatever would be equivalent to a little dick.
Right.
Nigga, but you shouldn't be searching for that either.
And right. So even if you're not searching for it, when you meet a man that comes into the situation and he inevitably does not come to the table as a breadwinner, but you love him, or he does not come to the table with that big ass anaconda, or he comes to the table with some other shit, he's gonna feel some kind of way. That's all I'm saying. And he's gonna internalize. No man is gonna sit back.
My table.
Listen.
My table.
Listen, egg rolls, sushi rolls, whatever, man. Listen, I'm done with y'all. Y'all got any closing statements? Y'all got any closing statements? Anybody got anything else to say? I'm so done with this conversation, man. I wanna go on record and say thank God I'm blessed.
Y'all was fun.
Thank God I'm blessed. Y'all motherfuckers is capping today. Kaepernick.
Wow, I didn't say
ReRe, listen. ReRe, you a vocal mother. Whatever, man. I don't like none of y'all no more. Don't talk to me for a week.
Bro, I promise you, everything you post for the next 6 days,
I ain't posting shit. Like, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked. You
can't block
if you block me.
Hey,
tell me happy birthday first, then you can block me.
And in Santana, man, you gonna talk after this, man, because you supposed to swing like Cuba Gooding Jr. in that scene when we came out to this motherfucking dog. You supposed to be swinging with me.
I ended last week with I'm gonna be quiet, and I ended. I
He
started this one
definitely
with.
did say that.
I literally said the last episode. I'm this.
And I was supposed to be quiet, but y'all pissed me off.
I said I'm gonna be quiet. I literally started the fire with I'm gonna be quiet.
Drea! What's up?
D couldn't be quiet if his life depended on it.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
As I said, I ended last week and started this week. Santana gonna be quiet.
Man, listen, man, I'm done with all.
I wish I was home for this conversation. Ladies, I would have loved to be in this conversation with y'all. That one there up in the corner. Ooh, Lord.
Hey, listen, I'm done.
Let me meet up and have breakfast or dinner or something.
Listen, let me go on record. Let me go on record and say, when I end this podcast, I am never bringing up women
I
ever
like y'all
again.
though. I've been listening.
Hey,
I'm like, wait, who are you
I'm done.
about?
From now on, I want to throw this disclaimer out there right now. From now on, the Game 7 podcast is strictly sports and music.
Okay, so I'm going to come on the sports one, and y'all can talk to me about some of that stuff, because I got questions.
I know, that's right. I'm with you.
But yes, I'm done.
I got all the questions as I finish this degree.
Finish that degree, provide for that household, and I pray to God that man feels supported and loved in that house. And he
okay,
don't
so
get
then
quiet.
when I tell you and I see stuff,
hey,
on
watch
there,
them hands,
like it and participating, I'm gonna be like, be a ratchet friend.
Hands,
like he ain't
watch
nothing. Why won't he support me?
Throw fingers at. Don't throw no fingers my way.
I'm gonna be like, he rude. He known me since I was 18 and won't even share my post.
Hey, listen, I want y'all to know.
All I see is I'm here for all this.
Hey, don't graduate and that man don't congratulate you. But listen, I want to tell y'all right now, I gotta like y'all because I could have blocked all y'all and removed y'all from this chat long ago.
Block?
Wow.
You still got the boot button.
It's a whole look. Watch this. Watch this. Bye. Watch this. Watch this. Bye.
Hey.
All right. No. Just know.
Bogus.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right, y'all. For real. Any closing statements, man? I'm gonna close this out, man, because at the end of the day, I value y'all opinion. I appreciate y'all coming on here for real.
Thanks for having me on, y'all. Appreciate it. It was fun.
Thanks for letting me on here to talk shit.
Nah, man, I really should have screened the goddamn guests, man.
Yeah, I
really should. I know better next time.
You survived. You did good.
Hey, no, listen. No, all bullshit. Listen, all bullshit aside, though, I do appreciate the conversation, and I love the contrast. I do. I respect the opinions. This is all entertainment. At the end of the day, what you eat don't make me shit, and I'm still gonna be straight. And that's for anybody out there. Any comments, share this, whatever the case is. Y'all got any more topics? Anything that we missed? As long as it's not on this topic, because this shit is dead. This shit is dead. Never bring it.
See, we might need one more because I keep seeing comments. Hey, Santana. So, all right, we do this again.
Hey,
I'm gonna
all
let it
right.
ride. And then don't
listen.
Don't
y'all
tuning in after I talk.
He's
That's what I'm
very
gonna say.
verbal here at home. He's quiet over here.
I said, didn't I say that, y'all?
I said that.
Any any conversation that extends. Any conversation that extends,
I'm gonna let the guns go.
Ain't no next time, Santana. Anybody got anything else to say? Santana streams on Twitch. Santana the Great. I'm gonna have him drop this link. You will not get another word. I'm not posting another meme.
I don't believe that at all.
Watch me. I'm done with it.
Shit off.
I'm done with it. Ain't no more of this, man. At the end of the day,
we'll see.
The one thing
I believe. I believe you.
Watch me. I'm done with it. The one thing that we can agree on is men and women think very, very different.
100%.
100% different. And for the men out there, fellas, keep your head up. Keep your lotion ready.
We good, yeah.
What?
Great, it's fun.
For the droughts.
I'm tuning in. I'm coming in for the next one.
Ain't no next one. We done. This the last episode.
Y'all ladies got to come back.
Game 7 podcast is done.
I will. I'm ready.
This is it.
It's the Game 7 Sportscast now.
I'm going to need these two ladies to come back.
They are fired. I already deleted them off my buddy list.
Send me the link, girl.
They are deleted. This shit is dead. 6 feet.
Be so petty.
I am, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. No problem.
Hey, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. I don't got time for this. Appreciate y'all coming out. If y'all got anything else to say, address Santana the Great. I am not playing with y'all. I don't got nothing else to say. They beat my ass tonight. In the comments and individual, they beat my ass. Y'all terrible, man. Why y'all do me like that? Hey, look at her. She already hood rat things. Hood rat teams. Hood rat teams. Whole lot of ratchet going on.
I'm preparing myself. I got 4 days to my birthday.
Girl.
Not 4 days, though.
Real.
Happy pre-birthday.
Thank you.
Hey. Boo. And we out, y'all. All right, y'all. It's over.
Bye, y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. I'll let y'all. Y'all crazy as shit.
B, you're a mess. You're a real mess.
It's your fault. I blame you.
Share her post.
I ain't sharing shit.
That's not the truth. The guy I met at 18, he was so nice.
You saying I'm not nice now? You know what?
I mean, you cool.
All right, whatever.
It's all love.
What up, sis?
I need to go get my baby.
Yes, Ring. I see it in the camera.
Hey.
You see it in the camera.
He did good.
Crazy. I see it.
Hey, I'm not posting this shit on YouTube either, Santana. This shit dead. I'm deleting this off Facebook as soon as I'm done. This shit dead, bro.
Delete my file too? What's going on?
Bro. We not doing none of that.
We gotta do another episode.